They were
kind of
at Batis.
outside.
Yeah,
They
towards
had been at Batis.
Gamin.
Yeah, coming. And then we stepped out that way for a bit, saw that it went out that way, and then we returned because A, we had I think Darcy was sleeping, and B, I totally did not, you just gotta trust me, forget Reggie. So we were gonna finish a rest and then grab them and then go.
Nice. Excellent. Very cool. Very good. Okay, yeah. I guess that's where we left off. Last we had left off, our wonderful little party of adventurers had met, had gotten a job, had done the job. Unfortunately, did not complete the job because the people who had stolen the items managed to get away before they had gotten to them. They deciphered some interesting secrets. Syraxis found out traces of his old nemesis. And the rest of you found some clues in the district of Wine. Decided to follow it. Met a wonderful man named Batty. He kind of gave you indication and free reign to kind of search your area, his vineyards, and yeah, from there, you guys kind of did a little bit of investigation, pulled away from the wine district and left, which kind of supernaturally, you managed to find your way all the way out into Fairglow Forest from within Ardalon, managing to find tracks that are days old that probably dozens, if not hundreds of other people have walked over and managed to track it all the way towards someone heading towards Gamin. You decided to head back into the city as someone had forgotten, or sorry, someone had not forgotten their squire and a asleep Darcy. So, where do we leave off exactly? Are you guys outside Darcy's place waiting for him to wake up? Because it's like 8 a.m.
That'd be creepy.
Yeah, let's wait for him to wake up outside his
I
bed.
thought we all went to sleep.
Yeah, it was the night prior, and I think we just said that we were gonna go back and go to sleep, and then that was where we ended.
I went to an inn. That's why I remember that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then yes, one Eclipse wakes up in the morning within the bounds of his inn. The door still closed, locked. The window. Did you leave it open or closed?
Closed.
Closed, as it was
Absolutely
the night
closed.
before. The curtains drawn, but the sounds of an early morning here within Ardalon very much present. You can hear the hustle and bustle of the various different people who have already started their day out in the streets. You can hear various different, gondolas kind of going back and forth, the slight creaking of the wood of the boats as they glide smoothly over the canals within the city itself. The chirps of various different birds that find themselves within the gardens nearby. But it's a beautiful morning to wake up to. What are you going to do? What would you like to do? Sorry. It's a bitter question.
That's a good question. Honestly, probably just head over to where Darcy lives.
I think maybe we should split up a bit so we can prepare for the journey.
I'm not with you, Kay.
What? I thought we all were staying at the same place.
No.
They don't like me there.
The rest of you, if I recall correctly, stayed at Syraxis' estate.
Okay. I'd say because it's like a several-day journey. Like we all know this to Gamin.
Eclipse knows how to travel, right?
I know how to travel?
Yeah, considering you're from the north, it very much seems
how to
like
travel,
you know
absolutely. Absolutely.
So just like prepare some horses so we get there faster.
But Eclipse, what are you doing?
Like I was saying, I think I just head to probably Darcy's house.
Okay. As you kind of,
Some people don't like my presence at the other place, so
yeah, give me a D100 as you stroll through the streets.
sure
So
thing.
I completely lost connection there. Did I miss anything? Did anybody hear
No.
the last things I said?
No, we did not hear you, but also you did not miss anything. I have just picked up with Eclipse. I've asked him to roll a
Nice.
D100. Oh,
Nice. You should expect this, Jake. Man, if I were a cleric, this would be huge.
oh.
That is my level.
Turns out that was the spontaneous combustion roll,
Let's
and you need to roll a 5 or
go.
lower to just,
My
implode.
my point is, I was saying that it's really only like 2 days travel.
Yeah, Tagamin is not that far. It's like a day and a half, maybe 2 days.
I do not think we need horses, Kay. I am sorry.
You guys can discuss that once we get to you. But Eclipse, as you kind of wander through the streets, is your little buddy out and about?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Question for you: does Autumn rest upon your body, or does she you kind of like let her fly free, or just like hop around free?
Usually, if we're in a city, around me,
Do you try and conceal her?
after the response from the other day, a little bit more than normally, definitely.
Okay. Would you be able to describe to me how you mean by a little bit more?
I mean, it's kind of hard to hide something orangish, on your person. Especially a small creature that is orange and I am wearing green and everything. So I say a little bit more, probably like a head poking out of a backpack kind of scenario.
Okay.
Because there's no other way to hide Autumn.
Entirely fair. What's your passive perception?
Very high, 23.
Okay. As you're kind of strolling the rather busy streets, you do actually manage to spot that there is quite a lot of people kind of in this busy area, and you're like, okay, shit. You kind of pat Autumn down a little bit, so she hunkers down a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to see her. At least in the little bit that it requires you to get to Darcy's place, which honestly isn't a terribly long jaunt, maybe 6-7 minutes total to get to the shop that he operates. But as you're kind of making your way through the streets, you pass over one of the smaller bridges that connects over one of the canals, and you just kind of take a glance over the side for a brief moment, and you feel a very heavy jolt and something cut. As you look back immediately, your backpack has been cut, and you see someone running off with your bag as they're stuffing your bag into a second bag through the crowd.
Cool. Yeah, I absolutely chase after them.
Okay, we are going to initiate something that we like to call a challenge.
Not
This one's all you,
again.
brother.
And this one
Not
is
again.
unfortunately all you.
I
Okay.
have faith. You never lose these.
However, I will let you know right now that the total amount of successes required is 3, but the total amount
Beautiful.
of failures that you can have is 2.
Oh, lovely.
So let's switch up the music a little bit so we're not listening to this specifically. Let's go into a little bit of a mood setting sound. Which one do we use? This is this one.
Oh boy.
All right. But as you're kind of glancing towards them in their direction, you see immediately that they're parting through the crowds, but they're very, very experienced with these crowds. They kind of run through it, and you see a lot of people almost not even like really react to them, just kind of dodging in and out of their people. You can see them running away on the other side, and they've already gotten like 15, 20 feet away before you can even react. But the fact that you even managed to react this quickly was because you had such high passive perception.
Uh-huh.
And you look, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think for anything, for just like obvious' sake, I think my first roll is just going to be a straight perception check, just to keep an eye on them the entire time.
Okay. Given that there is a little bit of a denser crowd, it's a little bit more difficult than it would be typically. So I would say that the DC for this would be 15.
Okie dokie. That's
On
a
a
16.
you succeed. Congratulations, you have one success. As you kind of glance through the crowd itself, it's not terribly easy to actually keep track of them, because at one point they do have a cloak and kind of a hood up, but you manage to track them just through the crowds, just kind of poking in here and there. You manage to kind of jump up above the crowd at points, or you hop up upon some of the boxes, just trying to follow them as much as possible. But you do manage to catch up ever so slightly. They seem to duck into one of the nearby alleys for a brief moment, and as you kind of duck in, you realize that they're already at the other end and kind of dashing out.
Well, yeah, if that's the case, can I go ahead and, because it's the middle of an alleyway, I'm assuming I can do this at least, try to acrobatically get on the roofs so as to keep a better vantage point of them than what I can currently?
Yes, you certainly can.
Beautiful.
Because of the way that these alleys are kind of situated and the way that Ardalon is constructed, it is very similar to kind of ancient Rome kind of area and era, and we've all played Assassin's Creed, so I will say that this is not terribly difficult, and the DC is 12.
Beautiful. That's a 20.
27.
That's a natural 20,
That's
actually.
a natural 20. Okay. Very, very nice. For that, I would actually count that as 2 successes, if I recall correctly.
I thought,
think-
isn't that? I thought,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it happened last time we did a skill challenge. Someone
Yeah, it did.
did that.
Not a very good thief.
Yeah, you managed to kind of like skip, jump, and hop all the way up to the very top, and as it is, you got extremely lucky, as in that very brief moment, they kind of like tripped, stumbled against the side of the end of the alley, right as they almost dropped the backpack. They managed to pick it up, but by that time, you've already gotten up onto the roof. You are directly above them. What would you like to do?
I mean, yeah, that's 3 successes. So if I'm directly above them, I'm just gonna truly. How many are there?
It's just one guy.
Oh,
Or
easy
girl,
then.
you don't
I
know.
fucking. Oh well, whoever it is, the one that is holding my backpack, I leap onto.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check just to see if you land on them
Oh, I
successfully.
gotta be athletic.
Sorry, buddy. You know I gotta check.
Oh no, not the athletics check. Okay. Well, here we go. That's a 6.
Okay. Give me another
I'm not
athletics check just to see if
strong.
you land on your feet. Or acrobatics.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 24.
You do manage to land on your feet, however, you do not manage to get them in a grasp. You do land right on the ground, and that's right as... Does Autumn have a breath weapon? I don't remember.
No, they just have a bite.
Okay, then they are trying to tear through the entirety of your backpack and to their backpack as well at that moment. Unfortunately, they are not very successful, but this person kind of looks at you, shit, and just kind of drops the backpack and just fucking dives into the canal.
Can I... Can I, like, dexterity... if I'm close enough, dexterity save to try to grab the backpack before it hits the ground?
Yeah, sure. Give me a dex check.
Cool. I just want to catch my buddy, Text check, right, you said?
Yes, just a flat dex check.
Oh, boy. 16.
16, yeah, with no issues. You managed to grab onto the backpack, but unfortunately, in the brief moment that it took you to focus on trying to grab the backpack that August is in, you see that they've already
August.
gotten away.
That's fine. I don't care. I just want my dragon back.
Yeah. And in that brief moment,
yeah.
you see that there's like a little bit of a crowd kind of looking your way, going, "What the hell just happened?"
I grab my backpack. I'll just grab my bag and run.
An older gentleman kind of like walks up to you. "Hey, what the fuck was that? You okay? What was that?"
Yeah, he stole my bag. I'm good, thank you though, and I just fucking run.
What? Where? What? But he doesn't seem to give chase as you kind of just disappear back into the alley.
Yep. And yeah, I guess I just continue on my way to Darcy's. And I'm gonna have to go eat real quick, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Let's pick up with Darcy. Darcy, you wake up relatively early in the morning, right?
Feeling like absolute shit.
Yes, certainly. If I remember correctly, you rolled terribly for your night terrors.
I rolled terribly for my charisma save, yes.
Yes. Yeah, but you wake up in the morning, although you feel quote unquote rested, you don't feel great. The body aches, the mind is restless, and you can tell that you definitely didn't sleep very well the night before. But dark circles be damned, you have a day ahead of you. What are you gonna do?
First off, Darcy is going to double check inventory, make sure he has enough for today. He usually tries to just power through the weekend and make sure that there's enough stuff like for the week ahead.
And given that it is Solda, Darcy, give me a general woodworking tools check.
Okay. Just a second.
You can use either dexterity or charisma. It's up to you.
Well, actually, if you're gonna let me use charisma, that's one more point. I will take it. If it will let me change it around. Details. There it is. Yeah, screw it.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
My nat 1 is still a 10, so.
It's true. However, unfortunately, we take the it is a failure. In this case, as you're kind of glancing around the shop, you've realized that over the last couple of days, you've been so focused on all of this kind of work with, all of your things getting stolen, that you hadn't really made anything particularly new. You have a few, things left over that not many people picked up, but really that's it. There's no major pieces. There's no, anything that'll catch people's attentions. You have your display pieces, of course, but those aren't really for sale. Yeah.
Maybe today's a day to keep the shop closed. Yeah, Darcy will keep the shop closed for the day. He'll write a little he'll make a little apology sign.
And
he'll take the day to work on stuff.
Sure. Roll
just take things easy.
Okay. Because this is technically you doing a slightly separate thing, and because you're specifically using dexterity for it, I will allow you to ignore the nat 1 and give me a different woodcarver's tools check.
Okay, I believe I'm still doing these at disadvantage due to exhaustion, though.
Yes. But this one is with dexterity. Oh!
17.
That's not bad. 'Cause
The other one was a nat 20.
Given that there is no interruptions, the majority of the day you can spend relatively easily just kind of working on your woodcarver's tools and just chipping away at the various different things that you want to make. You have inspiration, you have the thought, and you just need the time and the effort to kind of put into it. But after a little bit, one eclipse arrives at your front door, just kind of looks through the window at you working. But
Also, out of curiosity, where's my assistant been in all of this? Oliver.
oh, I forgot you had an assistant. Is this in your backstory? Am I stupid? Oh my god.
I ate him.
You went to get
I
milk.
didn't give him much. It's not like he's a big. It's not like he's a big deal. But
I must have missed it. That's my fault. But your assistant.
so if you go from the picture of Corbin, it's right up the paragraph, the second paragraph above where it says November 22nd. There's really not much about him. I think I might have wrote more. I just don't know where.
You said it was Oliver?
Yes.
Okay, I see it. I see it. Darcy's assistant's a junior guild member. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. No, I do remember this. I just didn't put him in because I forgot about him when I was working on this. That's my fault.
It's no worries.
But he has probably been off because it's the weekend currently.
Yeah.
He would come in today, just to check in and to kind of get his schedule from you, because he is, an apprentice, and you're the one who kind of designates his schedule. But a little bit after you wake up, probably about an hour or so after, you do hear a light knock at the door, and you do see Oliver kind of showing it, walking through the door. What does he look like?
Young, not quite 20s. Actually, question: Andy, how old is your squire?
He's like what, 18, 19? He's not that old.
Yeah, not much different in age. Human, red hair, kind of looks like a dork.
A little bit dorky, okay. But yeah, as he kind of walks in, he's patting his clothes down. Glancing just outside, you can see that there is a bit of light rain kind of happening all around. But as he walks in, you can see he's just patting himself off. Oh, Sir Darcy, I'm here for work today. Hey, Mr. Darcy.
Sorry, I've been busy the last couple of days. Didn't have much time to do any carving.
No, it's
a little
okay.
light on inventory.
Are you okay, Mr. Darcy? You don't look great.
Well, I pulled an all-nighter 2 nights ago, and then last night, not the best sleep.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's a good thing that I'm here then. What can I help with today? He kind of walks over, begins rubbing his hands.
Well, today will just be a light day, so I'm trying to get back on some of the backlog of work I need to do. If you could do dusting, sweeping real quick. Maybe
Oh.
clean the windows. Inside the windows, don't worry about outside. I know it's raining.
Certainly. I'll get right to it.
Okay.
And you can see he kind of walks off, grabs the rubber. No, not the rubber gloves. He grabs the leather gloves that you use for cleaning, and he begins to sweep up the entirety of all the dust and the kind of like wood shavings and various different things that just litter the entirety of the shop. But
Oh, by the way, Jake,
Mhm.
something I looked up because we were talking about umbrellas like ages ago for a session because so it turns out some of the earliest umbrellas were still collapsible.
oh, really?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yes. I
Okay.
remember looking that up because I was like, were there really non-collapsible umbrellas way back when?
I was thinking
But
like
no,
the
like
first.
the first
Yeah.
umbrellas that were like actual like what we know as umbrellas were collapsible.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, no, I guess parasols and stuff would have been collapsible even in ancient.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't like the latch
didn't-
like little button
yeah.
release system.
It would have
It was
been
just
like
like a little
tied up with
slide.
like rope and stuff.
Yeah, it would have been like a slide and not like spring loaded or anything.
Very cool.
Right?
People clever. But yeah, we'll say that he also has a collapsible umbrella on him. And he just kind of leaves it near the door.
Hmm.
But yeah. Eventually, a little bit more of the area is cleaned, and because of Andrew not being here and currently eating dinner, we will go to the other group, where everybody else is currently just waking up, if I recall correctly, because it's still early morning. So, Syraxis, you wake up. As usual, your wife is already gone.
Yeah, I'll kind of get my stuff sorted and kind of just walk downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Would there anybody else that would be awake pretty early as well?
Probably
Yeah,
Cyrus.
you see,
He only needs 4 hours of sleep anyway.
Oh yeah, Cyrus would already be up and about.
I would probably be out the door.
Zane's already gone. What about Celesta?
he's less so preparing. Like he's like a kid and like getting ready.
Making his PB&J sandwiches.
Can I
Yeah,
say that I made something for him that isn't PB&J so he can not have PB&J sandwiches for breakfast?
Okay. Celesto, Cyrus has made you something else. Cyrus, what did you make him?
Do they have a kind of sandwich where I'm from?
Yeah, but typically you know how they have like mushrooms instead of meat for a lot of proteins, for like vegan
Mhm.
burgers and stuff? They would have something similar to that, but it's not just mushrooms for protein. They also have meat inside of it.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll try to scrounge up whatever I can, and well, it's probably a pretty stocked kitchen. I'll see what I can make that's close to that.
Okay. Essentially, Celesto, as you're kind of looking at it, Cyrus, do you have cooking tools proficiencies?
I don't think so.
Then would you be able to make me just a flat wisdom check?
Sure. Wisdom.
Well,
I know.
it's
Better than
edible.
my PB&J for the 14. I don't know.
The mushroom and steak burger is definitely edible. If it's good, that's an entirely different question. Because Syraxis, as you're kind of walking downstairs, you glance over at the sandwich, and just instantly you can tell, oh, that meat's a little overcooked, and those mushrooms are a little bit undercooked. Ooh.
I kind of like take a sniff. I can immediately smell the burnt meat, and I just like kind of look down at it. Well, what you got there, Cyrus?
Well, I tried to make a sandwich from, my culture. Admittedly, I have not worked with any kind of beef in a long time.
I
But,
was
you know,
about to say, I don't think we'd have any protein from down there, honestly.
yeah, it might make do. I mean, mostly it's been, venison and rabbits. So, I'll try again some other time. I'm sure it'll get better. But what do you think? What do you think, Celesta?
Well, bit dry. Like, it'd be great with some sauce.
Just so you're aware, Celeste, we have a rule here that like you're not allowed to leave the table until you eat like a solid 70% of whatever's on the plate.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That looks like you only took
so,
about one bite. So
like, you see him like eat a bite and then like pretend to like eat more, but like slip some in his bag. Oh, yum!
I just kind of like look at him. I'm not blind.
Oh, yummy!
It's okay if you don't like it. I'm a bit rusty.
You hear like crunching sounds in his mouth. Oh, yep, that's the right texture.
You don't even know what the texture would be. You've only ate peanut butter.
Mm,
Question: does Celesto only eat chunky peanut butter or smooth?
smooth. He's a baby.
Mm.
Oh
He
my
breaks
God.
his teeth.
Oh.
Yes. I was about to say, like, good night.
You know what? Fuck it. Give me a con save.
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh, oh man.
Well, the rest of you watch him, and he does get it down. However, to you, Celesto, this is probably the second most revolting thing you've ever had in your mouth. The first probably being just a couple of days ago when you were in the sewers.
Oh, this is the life of the adventurer.
Just because he's only eaten like 3 things in his fucking life.
Here, sorry, I made one
Yeah.
for you too.
These PB&J mac and cheese, and
Who, me?
grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
This would
Oh.
put this in his top 3 foods.
Technically, this is true. It would also put him in
Oh.
his bottom 3 foods.
I'll take mine and I'll take a bite out of it.
It's fine. The mushrooms are a little bit undercooked and the steak is a little bit more chewy than it probably should be, but otherwise it's actually fine. Like, there's a little bit of a gravy on top of the mushrooms. It's not inedible. It's just really, really chewy.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I sit there for a moment, chew a bit, and I just like, after swallowing, I'm like, come on, stop acting like a baby. You can't expect to survive out there in the real world off of just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
No, of course not. My parents taught me to be tough.
And consider yourself lucky. Saros cooked you this one. I lean in a bit. I'm cooking the next one.
Okay, fine.
No, I have my own rations. I don't have to worry about that.
What are your rations made out of?
Okay.
What are your rations? Just like dried PB&J sandwiches?
Ugh.
Well,
Are they like
actually very
chips?
moist. PB&J sandwiches. I have this sandwich that's like it's like a PB&J, but the outside's a PB&J and the inside is bread. It's like a reverse PB&J. My own invention.
God.
Jesus Christ.
You look at the leather pouch it's currently in, and there's something seeping out of it.
Wow. I just kind of like sit there for a moment, think, just kind of let out a small sigh, and then just grab a drink. I just like reach into like I don't know like how the technology is like wherever we like keep things to like cool, and whatnot. I'll just grab
There's a
my water
magical-
skin, which
We'll say there's a magical cooler.
yeah, I'll just grab like a water skin that I have in there. It's like For me, it's probably massive. I know a normal one's like 5 feet, or not 5 feet,
5
5
feet. Holy
pounds.
shit. Yours is probably like 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah, I just kind of like take it and put it on my like back or whatever, and just kind of look at them, shake my head a bit, and carry on.
You see one of the servants kind of walk by. Sir, would you like to try this? He kind of hands you what appears to be like some pancakes and a few slices of bacon to you, Celesta.
Oh, sure, great, thanks.
You can put peanut butter
Right.
on that too. Like,
Yeah, put
unironically, it's actually
PB&J within the
no.
pancakes,
Oh no,
and then I eat it like that.
no. That no. Okay.
I'm sorry, did you just say you put PB&J on the pancakes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You heard him right, Jake.
Okay, yeah, I'm just... Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Both of them? Really?
Oh, thank you. Thanks for the pancakes.
Yep. He kind of looks at you. You're welcome, sir. Are you going to eat the bacon?
Oh. No, I have enough protein here. I point out the peanut butter.
You upset me every time you open your mouth.
He kind of looks at you, Sir Axis. Sir?
He's stunted. I kind of like point up to my head.
Oh, okay. I see. You see he kind of like picks up the completely perfectly cooked bacon and the plate that it's on. He just looks at it really sadly and just turns around before you see Scarlet kind of swoop by, grabs both pieces of bacon, just tosses them in her mouth and just runs out.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's the Dragonborn side of her.
Oh, Lady Scarlet, please, not in the house. I'm gonna go. Bye. Hi, Dad. Bye.
Oh, so Tyraxis. Sorry, so I was thinking we could... Do you have horses here we could rent? We should get to Gamin as soon as possible. In case
Why
those
would
tracks run cold.
Why would we rent them?
Should we buy them?
I mean, yes, but it's not that far.
Yeah, but the sooner we get there, the faster we can catch this bad guy.
I mean, I suppose, but
Probably not necessary. Let's see how the others feel, maybe.
Well, do you not have horses here in the mansion?
they're not in the mansion, no.
That's too bad then.
Let's just go find the others. We can be on our way. I'm gonna go find Reggie though, so I'll go looking around for him.
Yeah, Reggie's relatively easy to find. He's usually in the same place every morning. He has a little bit of a routine going where he kind of just like does a lap around the mansion until you show up. Or if you're not going to show up, then he kind of goes on his own after his lap. You kind you stop him in the middle of his, or near the end of his lap, and he kind of looks. Are we going?
Yes, young Reginald, we are to go collect the others, and then we will begin to head out of town. Somewhere. Following tracks. Where it leads, I don't know. Seems that it's going to Gamin, though, but,
Oh,
could be there, could be beyond.
gotcha. Okay. Sure. Do you want me to meet you somewhere?
No, I mean, we're just sorting everything out, so whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll be back in 10 minutes. He just kind of runs off.
Alright, and then yeah, I'll wait for everyone else to be ready.
After you've packed your PB&J, does anybody else want to do anything before you guys get going? That is a no. But yeah, eventually, after about 10 minutes, you see Reggie kind of gathered. He's got all of his stuff, freshly packed bag, very clean armor, all of his weapons, and all of Thraxis's weapons as well. Some of them were here near the mansion or an area where it was easy to grab. Some of them he looks like he ran pretty far to get because he's a little bit out of breath. But he arrives. Here you go, sir.
But no, you seem winded.
Nope, not anymore. Whew. You see him take like a very deep breath before the kind of windedness just disappears. That's fine.
Alrighty then.
I forgot to rest him. Give me a moment.
He is in fact not well rested.
He is now well rested. Okay, but yeah. Eventually, you guys kind of depart from your area, scouring through the various different streets and alleys that would lead you away from the estate of the Rosewards, leading yourself onwards towards where Darcy's shop itself is. Eventually, you guys find your way there relatively easily and kind of meet up with one Eclipse just outside. As Eclipse, you are just arriving in this area as you now technically gained another backpack, but both of your backpacks, both the backpack that you gained as well as the one that you had before, are ripped. The interior, like the one that you owned, was ripped to pieces on the inside, and this other backpack, it actually looks was pretty tough. Like, this thing is made out of hardened leather, and there's like various different straps on it to strengthen it. And you could see that August had attempted to make bites and kind of like break
Who
through
is
it.
August?
Oh, sorry, Autumn. Oh my god. Autumn had tried to bite through a portion of it, but actually had been rather unsuccessful. So now your old backpack is broken, but you have a new sturdier backpack.
Or and it's bigger than my old one, clearly.
Yeah, just ever so slightly. Just enough that it would fit over the entire thing and be able to close, but yeah.
Oh, alright, cool.
The rest of you watch as Eclipse has a new backpack as he shows up right around the same time as you guys do to the front of Darcy's shop, which you see a kind of like almost a little bit of a nerdy guy, like a shorter, nerdy redhead guy, kind of like peeking through the windows, wiping the panes at the same time, but also like staring hard at all of you.
Darcy?
Do you say that to the kid?
Oh, I didn't. Never mind. I thought Darcy was out here. Never mind. I'll say, I didn't know Darcy employed some little ginger boy.
You're
Hi.
still all outside, by the way.
Yeah. Darcy, from inside, you hear Oliver go, "Oh, Mr. Darcy, there's a big red dragon man here."
That's Lord Syraxis.
He's so tall.
Yes, I'm honestly amazed he doesn't scrape the ceiling.
Should I let them in? I don't think I could stop them even if I wanted to.
How about this instead? Could you go put the kettle on, please?
Yes, sir. He kind of drops the cloth, runs off. As I'm guessing you guys come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Darcy will unlock the door.
Yep. The door gets unlocked. The rest of you kind of shuffle in. Where is Zane? Are you with them?
So what I would probably do, is there a rush hour in the morning?
It's less a rush hour. It's just that the streets get filled with a lot of people kind of walking
Zane
to
was
and
the
fro.
one who tried to rob Eclipse.
So
God.
I would
That's so
probably, that's funny. I would probably be looking for easy pickpocketings.
Okay. And you are specifically looking for easy pickpocket targets. So let's go with, give me a perception check first. You do manage to find a few folks who are probably not watching their coin purse nearly as much as they should be. But yeah, give me a sleight of hand check if you're going to attempt to pickpocket them. Okay. Yeah, and you loosen their coin purses significantly, some of them taking the entire thing with you. Without too much of an issue, you manage to get like 110 gold, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just basically do this on my way to Darcy's.
Yeah, we'll say you spent a good like hour or two doing all of that, but also give me a stealth check just to see if you can avoid the eyes of others who are, honestly, it's not too difficult. You manage to kind of skirt and dodge the guards, even with your incredibly obvious face mask. But yeah.
Well, I'll have like a huge like cloak, like kind of, it overhangs like the face.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so you look like a member of Section 13.
Yes.
Eclipse, as the rest of everyone else is kind of shuffling into the room, you glance over and you see the thief. And they kind of look up at you and you realize it's actually not them. You think it's just Zane.
I think I would have, at the very least, probably recognized Zane. Also, that stealth check would not have been enough. That's my passive perception.
Oh no, you spotted him picking someone's pocket like maybe a street and a half down. He literally just like hand into their pocket, grabbed like several gold coins and then shoved it into his own pocket before walking past and kind of towards you.
Alrighty, well, yeah, that fits. That fits for his character. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just get inside with everyone else.
But yeah, Zane, you kind of
And
short sprint, open the door, pop in with everybody else.
good morning.
Good to see everyone's here.
I was about to have breakfast. Anyone not eaten?
I'm okay.
We ate. Yeah, we ate back at my place. Well, most of
I'd
us
be
did.
willing to take some.
All right. It's a
I
bit
haven't
of
exactly
stew from
found
last
anything.
night, but it's been. It reheats well enough.
That's fine by me.
If you have any scraps, I don't mind.
Well, I usually make enough stew for 2-3 days.
I think I look at Sir Axis. Let me guess. He ate peanut butter and jelly.
We had a sort of bit of development. He ate it on top of a pancake, and he did
But he
eat a.
still ate peanut butter and jelly.
He did also, and again, very big improvement here. He ate like 2 bites of a sandwich that Thoros here made.
I'm sorry, what's this about peanut butter and jelly?
Oh yes, you were not privy to this. So we
This-
found out that somehow, and I don't know how, perhaps you might be able to muster a method for it, but apparently, I point to Celesta. He almost exclusively eats peanut butter and jelly, nothing else.
He got a bag full of it.
Yes.
You can see, like, Darcy already looked tired yesterday. You can see that the bags have deepened at least a little bit. And it's sort of a sleepy, very tired, but still sort of just there expression. And as soon as you say this, like the look shifts ever so slightly to extreme concern and confusion.
It's a perfectly balanced diet.
It's,
It
It
is
is
not at all.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's not at all. How? No, you're having something else. Come here. I'm
Oh
making
no,
you a bowl.
I'm way stuffed. I had like
I severely doubt
4
that.
pancakes and a few bites of a sandwich. I'm stuffed.
You're severely lacking several very important bits of nutrition.
No.
And that you have not consumed a vegetable in years.
Bread.
Bread is not a vegetable.
You did not just say bread was a vegetable.
No, that's you.
Bread,
No.
Celeste, bread is a grain. Grain is not a vegetable.
Crazy.
No, it might grow. It grows from a plant, but it is
You do-
not a vegetable.
You do realize that by your own logic, that means that the peanut butter is also a vegetable, right?
Also,
also.
blatantly untrue.
grows from a
It's not a
plant?
vegetable.
Oh, I know
Oh,
it's
I
not a
see.
vegetable, but I'm saying that that's what his. That's
No,
what.
I know. I was saying that to him. Not a vegetable.
Oh, but in my classification,
Your classification doesn't mean anything. It's not a vegetable.
For what it's worth, considering he's gone this far on just this diet, maybe it does work for him. Who knows? Maybe we've discovered something new.
Yes,
like so slightly
a man
like
on the
hard
cusp of
on
death.
face. Yeah, it works fine for
When was the
me.
last time you ate? When was the last time you ate any sort of like leafy green, like lettuce or spinach? A salad. When was the last
Oh.
time you had a salad?
Salad. Well, my mom used to feed me salads when she was around.
Used
Feed
to
you?
feed?
When she was around.
You didn't
Oh yes. So you
willingly
also
eat
missed.
any?
You also missed that part. It turns out that not only has he been eating only peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, he's been doing so alone in his home because his parents have not returned from their most recent engagement.
And how
Yeah,
long
and
has this
that's
been
why.
going on?
Yeah, 6 months. That's why I'm on an adventure to find them.
He's a living embodiment of like proof as to why the gods exist.
That's really the only reason you could still be alive.
Yes. He's like a humanoid panda. They shouldn't
Oh.
exist, you know?
All right. No, you're okay. If we're working together, and for whatever reason, if we have to leave and we're camping, you're eating what I bloody well cook.
Yeah, that sounds fine. I also have rations just in case. Like
Are
a
they
huge
PB&J?
bag. Well, not just PB&J. I got PB&J. I got PB&J and PB again.
Okay.
I got
Celeste?
JPBJ.
Celeste, just because you rearranged the letters and, if I can guess, rearranged the application steps of the ingredients does not
Nothing gets past you.
change the fact that it is still different forms of dietary travesty.
I wish my mother would be back. She'd always have my side. I'm sure she could feed me a
don't
nice
think she-
salad.
Well, right now, I'm going to give you a small thing of stew.
Okay. Put the PB&Js away.
And if I see those again in my shop, I am throwing them out.
You see Oliver with one in his hand. They gave one to him.
Yeah, Oliver has brought the water back, and you do see that he has like a triangle cut of a PB&J sandwich. I'm sorry, sir. He gave me one.
It's fine. You don't subsist entirely on them.
It's nice.
Oh,
So yeah, Darcy will go check the stew, turn the heat up a little bit on the stove so
Mhm.
that it heats up a little bit more. And
Mhm.
then he will also prep tea for everyone.
Yes. Oliver has actually already prepped tea, and
Yeah, good.
you just need to do the stew. Yeah.
All right. And Darcy will pour out bowls of stew for the folks that would like it.
Mhm.
Let me
Yep,
double
let me-
check.
In the meantime, we'd fill him in on what we found. Unless Eclipse already did that when we got there earlier.
Out there at the same time as you.
Okay.
So if anybody, Jake, out of curiosity, with the chef feature, the bit that gives me extra points for my hit die,
Mhm.
would anyone else recover as well by eating this at this point? Because it's
Would
as part of a short rest.
would you be able to put that into chat so I could see?
Of course, I will try to.
You should just be able to. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. And it
It's that
says
second. It's that second paragraph. It's just an extra 1d8.
Yeah, sure. It says any creature, so you could prepare it for a number of portions equal to 4 plus your proficiency bonus. So I think that's currently 6.
Yep, currently 6.
So if anybody else wants to partake, they can. Reggie will partake. He doesn't
Yeah,
get
that's
any
all.
bonus.
Hit dice.
He doesn't get any bonus to it because he's already back at full. But
But yeah, no, it's just a nice warm home cooked beef stew, potatoes, carrots, celery.
wonderfully delicious.
but
Uh,
yeah. And then I'll.
yeah.
Oh, what?
No. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say while they're eating, I'll explain like what we found last night and where the tracks are going.
Okay. To Garmin, is it then?
Well, it seems to be somewhere in that direction.
Mm. That's a little under 2 days of travel. I do have a wagon we could use.
Well, I can drive one.
It's not terribly fast. It's only pulled by a couple of mules, but
I suppose it might be useful if we come across anyone that we need to bring back. You know, we just toss them in there rather than having to drag them along. You know.
I'd intended to use it to carry my wares. I didn't have it before. In case I ever decided I wanted to travel again. So, fortuitous, I suppose. When did we want to leave?
think we should leave now. No reason not to.
Yeah. That seems stupid. No offense, but we do need to prepare some things. Like supplies, maybe potions.
Well, I've been paying my supplies, but you're correct on the potions. We could buy some potions.
Yeah, there's a few alchemy shops around here. They should have some options.
Let's prepare the wagon and stock up on supplies as we leave the city.
And I need to finish a bit more work since this is going to be. Let's see, at minimum 4 or 5 days.
I can handle the shop while you're gone, sir.
No, I know. I just want to make sure that I leave enough stock for you.
Yes, that'd be great. I can make some stuff now too. It's not as good looking.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, your paintings have been doing wonderfully.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I don't think we can wait around too long. Whoever's gone that way has already gotten at least one day ahead of us.
I would say early to mid-afternoon. It gives time to prep things. I need to finish this. I should probably, if we're going to be doing this, I should probably actually go and get a real sword.
Oh, we have a sword, I think. Reggie, come here.
He walks up to you, opens up the backpack or your armory.
Let's see. We have a I pull out like a pike that like the actual like base folds out or folds downward so that Reggie can actually carry it, and I kind of fold it out, but it's like taller
Far
than me,
too
and I'm like,
long.
yeah, I kind of look at Darcy, look at Darcy again, and just be like, maybe not that one.
Do you have a rapier of any sort?
A rapier. Do we have a rapier here in young Reginald? I kind of like flip through. We have a hand axe, and a morning star, and
He kind of just starts like tossing things aside, just like out of the backpack. It's just like, here comes a morning star. Here comes a hand axe. Here's a javelin. Here's.
we have a few torches. Oh wait, hold on. No, wait a minute. I kind of reach in and pull out like a javelin, and it's the javelin that we got from the salamanders.
Yep.
I don't suppose anyone else wanted this. Kind of look at everyone.
As you're holding it, it's a little bit warm to the touch, and the surface almost seems to glow ever so slightly with these thin, like cracked veins of what appears to be almost magma within the actual weapon itself. It's beautiful.
Who am I kidding? A lot of you look like you're more focused on, dipping and dodging rather than actually like, hitting stuff. I guess I'll.
I mean, it's a javelin. Usually, you throw them, yeah.
Well, yes, but you can also stab with them, I suppose.
The way it looks like most of the weapons you're carrying rely more on brute force that I just don't have.
Well, yeah, no, you got me there. Put everything back in the bag, but I'll hold on to the javelin. Do I need to attune to this thing?
You do.
Okay, I'll attune to it while we're just waiting.
Well, first things first. Let's see. Darcy's gonna go over and grab like just a little, just a sheet of paper and a quill and inkwell. If someone could go to, I would presume like my wagon and my mules are like stabled somewhere in the city.
Yeah.
I'll write down the stable that they're at. If someone wants to go and make sure that everything's all right with the wagon and the mules, here's a note stating that I sent you. I'm going to finish the work. I'm going to finish the work that I was doing, and then I'm going to go get a sword, and then I will be ready to go.
You mentioned the sword twice. Are you like a swordsman or something, Darcy? I didn't know.
My sister's trained me a little bit, and well, it does take a while for magic to recover, so I'd like something in case of emergency.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Darcy, try not to take too long. The longer we wait, the farther away the thief is getting. I'll go pick up the donkeys in the wagon and make sure we have enough feed for a week.
You don't need that much.
Uh,
3 days worth for both.
Celeste already grabs the note and runs away.
Sir, he's gone.
He's a bloody idiot, is what he is.
He's
He
really
I can
concerns me.
go with him. I'll run after him.
Please do.
Just
3
run
days of feed.
after him.
3 days of feed for both.
I got it.
Eclipse is the only one who can catch up.
Eclipse is the one person who can catch up to him.
I'm fucking fast, but I hope so.
Yeah, Darcy's walking considerably slower right now.
Yep.
You look like you've not slept at all, Darcy.
Well, I'd pulled the all-nighter beforehand, and well, sometimes I have to deal with rather invasive nightmares.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear, I suppose.
It's all right. I've been dealing with it well enough. Hopefully, I can get some rest before things start getting too exciting.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what are these nightmares about?
About the worst time in my life.
And, what might that be? I can't imagine you having your worst moments now.
No, I'm not.
Are you divorced? I'm sorry to hear. Oh. Was it a little awkward?
No, I've never been married.
Oh,
Been
what a
in
shame. You
rela-
should try it.
I've been in relationships before. Slowly but surely, they never work out. I'm a little too busy with my work. But regardless, marriage is not on the table for me for some time, most likely. And I would rather not speak more on the worst time in my life until probably we get to know each other a little bit more, Mr. Zane Masked Man.
Zane just kind of shrugs. Your secrets are yours, mine are mine.
Indeed.
What, the masked man who wears all black has secrets? It ain't so.
Yeah, Darcy will go over to his work table and continue the carvings he was working on. He's not walking fast, but his hands work quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. If anybody anybody who ate the stew was still missing health points, feel free to roll a d8.
I think I can. So I had to have rolled a hit dice, right?
At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends one
one
or more
hit
hit
dice,
dice.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you spent a hit dice, feel free. If you didn't, then it's fine.
Did you not spend a hit die?
No.
Oh, you recovered fully from that first short rest, didn't you?
Nope.
Why?
You know
haven't
what?
You use hit dice?
Why haven't I spent a hit die? Because I don't know when our
Yeah.
fucking next long rest is gonna be. I'm not wasting them all right now.
That's a good answer.
Like, yeah.
It is entirely fair.
True.
Oh, I did actually have a question for you, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously might have lost the time to do this, in everything that we've already done. But the night before, could I have used my Monk Fisher quickened healing to roll dice for health?
Would you be able to pop that into chat so I could see what it does?
Indeed.
Oh yeah, that's that big brain. That's like using the second wind at the end of a short rest, so she not used it.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
As an action, you can spend 2 key points and roll a martial arts die. You're gonna make it push you on that roll plus your profession. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Us marshals, we gotta be on top of that shit because in like
exactly right.
in like 4 levels, the caster's gonna be able to erase us from reality if they wish.
Cool.
Agreed,
cool.
fellow Marshall.
Shut the fuck up, Mr.
Good
Rowan.
silence.
You're like half Marshall.
Isn't he
Two halves
wizard?
make a whole.
He's a
He's got a
wizard
he's got a
rogue.
wizard.
He's arcane rogue, so he's more of like a third marshal, really.
Quarter martial
also
at
martial.
best.
Well, he's an arcane trickster rogue, blade singer wizard. Right?
It's like
What a
two
combination.
halves make a whole.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you're a quarter caster from the arcane trickster, a full caster from the wizard. I have no idea if a rogue is considered a full martial or what.
People call them that. They're more of a skill monkey, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and then blade singer is like would be the equivalent of a quarter
mistake.
martial.
Oh, yeah, that too. Sorry, I hate that
Yeah,
subclass.
Us marshals have to stay
Zane is
together.
all
The
over
two
the
of
fucking
us.
place.
The two of us marshals have to stay together.
The class split and like the roles split for Zane is like that one kid that overextended himself with all of his fucking electives.
Man of many talents.
Hey,
Russell is also a marshal, so we only got marshals in this party.
Hey, Mr. Celesto. I don't know if it's something Jake might have to change or not, but you do know you have your weakness for everybody to see, right?
Good.
I think you have it in your biography.
If you put it in your bio, you fucking
Oh shit!
idiot.
Dude.
The bio is the one that everyone can see. The journal is the one that no one can see.
I just fucking moved over there just because I wanted to I wanted to look at something. I just see fucking everything, and I'm like, huh, I probably shouldn't be able to see that.
I just look at it and it gets deleted in front of
It
me.
disappears.
This
Yeah.
meme, by the way, is like basically
That's so
me and Eclipse a few levels.
Is that the one where you fucking? Oh yeah.
The
basically-
grown ass man casting spells. Pick up the broadsword, little bro, and then carry this. You filthy casual.
I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
I love it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love that meme.
Oh my god. That's okay. I don't think
Yeah,
it
no,
matters too much if you guys. Yeah.
I'll attune to the javelin. I can't remember if I don't think we got a specific thing for it at all, but
No,
I
we
don't
haven't yet.
think so. But you attuning to it, you do know that you can recall it to you using a bonus action.
Shocking.
Yeah, crazy. It also deals
does
an
it do any
additional.
like?
It also deals an additional D6 of fire damage on any hit that it strikes,
Okay.
on top of the normal javelin damage. But it is not a +1.
Oof.
However, it is a magical weapon.
That'll overcome resistances at least.
That is true. It will. I mean, technically, it's already as good as a greatsword because it's a 2d6 technically, because it's a d6 from the javelin stab and a d6 from the fire.
True.
I'll use that as a melee weapon.
Yeah,
You could. It would
the shield?
essentially
Oh, yeah.
be. It would essentially just be a spear.
Oh yeah.
I
And
guess it's more like a toothpick in your hands, but like,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not very long. Like the entire thing, like this entire javelin, you're looking at it, it's like maybe 4 feet long. Like a normal
It's
person,
like half his height.
yeah, a normal person would not have any issues throwing it. You might have a little bit of issues with it.
Has to roll a strength check every time just to make sure.
What a world.
If it wasn't magical, you might just snap it in half.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Holy moly!
Holy moly.
Holy moly! 16 damage, that's pretty spicy. That's one
It's a
from Max.
good roll. He'll never roll that again.
Yep, that's the last one.
God, you know what would be funny? If you could fucking throw the javelin at me, I deflect it to someone else.
Enough attack.
Oh boy. Oh, I can. I don't have to send it back to the same person. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like
You just have to reduce the
you
damage down to 0, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
could do it.
pretty easy to do, you know.
17 max damage. You got level 4 monk. You got a D10 dice.
Just because I'm curious now, actually.
And
It's
you have your
D10
dex
plus
ability. I'm pretty sure you
dex
also add your dex to it as well, right?
plus
And your monk
5
level.
plus 4. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I would have caught it.
You also rolled max.
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay. So you guys gonna do any shopping within the city?
We just get some potions.
Okay. We'll just go through it the quick way. If you want to roll me an
Yeah.
investigation check.
We can just skip the rest of the RP just so we can.
Yep.
Leave.
I'm just checking it, how many potions or how many, successful finds you get. On a 16, you managed to find.
Wait. Okay, roll that with advantage. I'm helping you because I'm there.
This is
And
true.
I have
He is there.
proficiency.
You do have advantage.
Together.
Just roll.
Oh my
Stronger
God.
together.
Ooh, okay. If you wanted to, you could technically buy a greater potion of healing. Though I don't know if you have the funds for it.
How much
Oh
is
my
it?
God.
A greater potion of healing is 500 gold.
I could, but it would take away all of my gold.
A regular potion is 50.
How many do they
How
got?
many 50s?
There will be 6 potions of healing and 2 greaters.
I guess if we split it within the party, we could definitely get a greater.
Well, yeah, but we're the only two here.
No, I was saying like after. I'm sure like after Darcy finishes up, like we're all going out together. We get some potions. Like at
Or
this
you-
point, right?
Yeah, where you buy it and you force them to pay. I'm not here to make decisions for you, but you know.
Yeah, I meant like if we're quickening up, like we're all at the alchemy store because we're ready to leave.
We'll just assume that you guys are all together
alchemy
for
store
the
was
shopping.
was for people to go there while Darcy was still working on stuff.
Yeah, let's just skip all over that stuff.
Mhm.
Like let's say like we got the car, we got tents and food supplies.
Yep.
And all that.
Those ones you can just purchase
Very
on your own.
specifically,
In your
very specifically.
Yeah.
If we've gotten the card at all, very specifically do what Darcy says, and buy that amount of feed
What's it?
as opposed to
Darcy's-
Kay's ridiculous amount.
um
I said 1 week.
We buy 3 days.
you do have to come back.
That is true.
Yes, and we can restock in Gamin.
This is also true.
Yeah.
But if you guys need anything, you could just go into the equipment shop and anything that's mundane in there, feel free to purchase. No, I will
Cool.
say to you that you cannot purchase any of the vehicles, especially the ones that involve space, nor can you purchase any firearms.
You
Well, they were
sure
at my
about
Monday.
that?
Or poisons.
Damn.
Are there any
Or magical items. No.
Next is gonna be telling me I can't buy the fucking Holy Avenger.
You cannot buy the Holy Avenger.
Listen to
Are you
this guy.
sure? The general store said they had one.
I'm sorry. This is 1984. I'm not letting you.
I'm sorry. I did. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I saw something I was very confused about.
What'd you see?
Okay.
I saw something that says the spyglass costs 1,000 gold.
This is true.
Glass is
That's-
expensive.
That's crazy.
I will say that for the purposes of this, the spyglass is only 100 gold. It's not 1,000.
1,000 gold is insane.
That's what it was at base, and I've always thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
I guess if you think of it in like Renaissance times, it's hard to make glass that clear
True.
and make something like that. But like we have glass bottles and stuff like that, so like
I think someone somewhere has figured out a magical means to smith these things into precise shapes.
Does a bullseye lantern not use glass?
It does.
Okay, then why is that fucking 10 gold?
But a bullseye
Right.
lantern, but a bullseye
That makes no
lantern doesn't.
sense.
It doesn't require you to have the refractive index so that the lenses line up properly. So that one, you get zoom.
Ah.
2, you actually are able to see through it, and 3, it's not a blurry mess when you see through it.
I guess.
yeah, I think it
So-
makes sense from a craftsmanship, like rarity standpoint, but like
Yes, which is why I'm still keeping it
come
at
on.
100
You know what? Fuck it. I'll buy one for 100. Fuck it.
gold. Sure.
okay.
I mean, I bought one for like 100 at the start of the previous version of the campaign.
Yeah, you know, it might help for time just have one this far away, you know?
It helped a lot, actually, I feel.
As a perception boy, again, I need my spyglass, you know?
Honestly, entirely fair. You gotta be able to
Just
see.
want some potions of healing.
There was
Yeah.
sorry, how many did I say there was? There were 6 potions of healing and 2 greater potions of healing. So however many you want to buy is however many you will buy.
Well, how much is a greater potion of healing?
500.
Ah,
I will say for the purposes of this, we are ignoring bartering. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's just get the 6 normal.
Sure. 6 normal.
We can split it, like one each. One wants one each.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
50 gold for each person.
I need a greater. Can't afford that.
Literally would take all of my gold.
mm, I'll chip in for the greater.
Chip in with who? Who else is buying it?
Just me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for yourself? Okay. I guess
We
you are the
should-
For
richest.
whoever needs it.
We each get a potion of healing. Is that it?
If you
Yeah, we
spend
each get it.
50 gold.
Oh, we'll do that.
I'll get one.
50 Gs.
Did we stumble upon a lot of platinum at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
I have
paid.
40. I have 40 if that's your question.
I have 75. I'm not sure I'm supposed to have
What
75.
Isn't that how much we got paid? 75 plat.
Happy to split it. I don't remember adding it.
Do we get paid 75? Because I got 40. And
I
I'm
don't know.
almost
I
positive I didn't spend 350 gold on something.
I don't know why I have this.
I thought you got the glasses.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right, Kay. You are right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you bought
you
the
did
glasses. That's where most of your
You
money
did
went.
spend a big chunk.
75 does make sense then. I did forget about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure everybody else should also have around the same amount.
Oh, we all have it?
Yeah, I do. I have 76 PP.
PP.
Whoa,
Nice.
76. Wow. look at this
I
guy.
believe I had a little bit more because I found a small pouch that had some platinum in it. I also had a lot more silver and copper in it, though.
I have 40, but I can see in the dark. So it all fits.
How many potions can I buy?
One.
One each.
It's one for each of us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna let you outbid us in potions of healing. They're going to the same place regardless.
Are we all putting them in the shared inventory?
I'm putting mine in my inventory.
Yeah, we can all have one each, just in case. Someone has to hold on to them.
Yeah. But you guys have managed to get that. Anything else you'd like to do? Or purchase or want to look into?
No, sir, I am good.
Alright. Then you gather all back up and get ready to depart.
Cook's utensils. Where the fuck? There it is. There's my cook's utensils in my bag of holding.
And you do. All of you leave the city following the trail that you had gathered before and attempt to pick it back up within the woods themselves. As you descend into the actual woods themselves, I'm going to change the music. Give me a moment.
Actually, would have also bought a healer's kit.
Yeah, feel free.
I'll buy a couple healer's kits.
Does anyone have the healer feet?
Nope.
One day we'll get there.
One day.
One day, one person will have it. Oh, actually, no. This
Honest.
cicadas would not be in season because it's currently cold and it's rainy.
And it feels great.
Yeah, to you, it's absolutely wonderful. It feels familiar.
Honestly, it might be a little hot for me.
Probably still is, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love these ambiance traps that I've got. Sorry, I gotta get used. I gotta use some of them, or else they'll never get used.
Elven Hunt Monument. I don't like the sound of that.
What do you mean? Why don't you like that?
Because it says Elven Hunt.
And don't worry
Well,
about
you
it.
know.
Are you an elf?
No, exactly. That's why I'm scared. I might be what's hunted.
Mm.
And they just shoot arrows. I can catch them. No big deal.
You don't know if that's what they do.
They're elves, right?
That's kind of Legolasist, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds pretty correct to me.
All right, but as you guys begin to kind of traverse into the actual woods themselves, some of you finding it relatively familiar territory. The path itself that takes you from Ardalon to Gamin is relatively well traveled. There is quite a lot of traffic that kind of sees this path. Although it seems that at the time that you guys are currently leaving, it doesn't seem like there's too many other travelers that are currently taking this path. You do see as you're leaving the actual town itself, leaving behind the wonderful confines of the city itself, the walls, the music, the canals, and the various different warm and fresh pastries that are strewn about the various different streets. You find yourselves now out into the actual wilderness of the south. Stepping into the early morning, kind of mildew and dew and smell of this wonderful little forest, you can get that there's a little bit of a, frost or dew that had gathered within the actual forest itself, as you see some of the lower leaves and some of the grass within you have this thin layer of both dew as well as some of it still like thawing frost. There's a light bit of rain coming down ever so slightly, and you could hear it against the canopy tops. And though for a brief moment you are out in the elements and exposed, very quickly you enter the forest itself and find that the under canopy is a little bit darker than you would have expected, but still relatively comfortable and with not too much water that is now drenching you as you advance in your path. The asses that you guys have commanding your cart, currently dragging it along quite slowly, but still at a very steady pace. Is there anything that you guys would like to do on your first day of travel?
Darcy's just taking it easy, resting. I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Entirely fair. What about the rest?
Maybe working on carving a little bit.
If he
Lesto
can't
is
save
working on
himself.
his journal.
Oh, okay.
Working on his journal, which is basically like a letter to his parents, and that's the style of the journal.
Mm.
Like, dear mother and father, this is my like 4th day in Ardal.
You
We are
write
journeying off to
while you're Do you speak out loud while you're writing?
no. Well,
Okay.
that's basically the tone.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Anyone else?
I think I just keep an eye out for literally anything. Like danger, anything that seems interesting to me.
Give me a perception check then.
Sure thing. Perception. That's a 3.
Ooh,
Plus
11.
numbers, but it's just a 3.
As you're kind of just taking a watch, walking through these woods, the loud crunching of various different sticks along the path, the crunching of the actual dirt and clay path that you walk. It's difficult to really spot anything deeper into the forests, mainly due to how kind of dark and dreary it almost is. You're more used to a little bit of open terrain, places where you can relatively easily see, but the water kind of constantly getting into your eye, it's not easy to spot everything. And the kind of cacophony of this rain against the canopy is difficult for you to make out any other sounds within the canopy itself. But you guys press on.
Zane's also gonna be vigilant.
Sure, Zane, you can give me a perception check as well.
Doris too, since he maybe knows this area a bit better.
The exact same thing to you, Zane. Yeah, sure. Sorry, give me a perception check as well.
Nice.
The exact same thing to you, Thomas.
What was that? What did? Oh no, 3, 6, 7. Okay, I thought we went
Well,
5, 6, 7.
Andy,
That would have been pretty funny.
Next.
I mean, does Siraxis
Currently
want to keep
driving.
watch? Yeah, I was like, I feel like someone has to be on the cart, driving.
Yeah, I have vehicle proficiency.
Very cool. Yeah. You know what? Roll for Reggie. He'll take a watch.
Let's go, Reggie. Nat 20 right here, baby.
Yeah, this is where he's gonna show you all up. Watch this.
Guys, I see a hill map. Oh my god, yeah.
I know,
yeah.
Oh my god, he actually. What the fuck, Reggie? What the fuck? Reggie?
Question: do these? I can't remember. Are we counting?
No, they don't count as me.
Okay,
No.
cool. Just want to make
They
sure.
don't count. They count as. I think
Oh,
I think
I
you
do
were
have a
counting
separate
NPC ones, right? Yeah. You were counting
Reggie's got
NPC
2
ones.
nat 20s. Let's go.
Oh shit! Let's go. Oh my god, my boy Reggie.
Big for Reggie.
Oh, very big for Reggie because he actually does spot something.
Good. One of us needed to. Holy fuck.
Oh, but it would have been so fucking funny if no one spotted this. Oh, it would have been so fucking funny. Sorry, I forgot to increase the token size. So I'm just gonna do that now. I mean, what? Haha, I'm not token size.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, wait. I didn't change its AC. Oh, shit.
it's weak.
It's AC.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if that means it had a lower AC or a higher AC. Probably a lower one.
You guys are gonna be fine, I think.
If Autumn is on me, can I just have Autumn roll too?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. It's a check. Let's go.
Yeah, no. Autumn is like chilling. She's
Autumn is straight chilling.
she's not happy after the ordeal.
The bag.
Yeah.
Damn, Reggie has double my nat 20s.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's better than most.
I mean, Reggie's also, he's goated. He's goated. What can you say?
I mean, he's been doing pretty fucking good. I remember, wasn't he the one who ripped the fucking javelin out of that guy's hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Despite
he's a
it dealing-
protagonist.
Despite it dealing damage to himself, yeah, he is in fact built different.
Reggie is him.
We're just characters in his
We're
story.
just the NPCs, yeah.
Right as you guys are kind of, focusing on your own things, some of you are listening out. Some of you are trying to pay attention to the surroundings. You hear Reggie speak up. Wait, what is that rumbling? Do you guys hear that? From over there? He kind of points to the northwest. Do you guys hear that?
I'll kind of like stop the cart and like just stand up and kind of look over wherever he's pointing.
Now that he's pointing and kind of indicating towards all of you, as you close your eyes and just kind of focus for a brief moment, you do begin to feel this rumbling, this movement, this heavy hit on the actual ground itself, and you hear almost what sounds like trees being toppled. Oh, it's
Well,
not.
now that
the
you mention it, that can be
sound.
good.
It's not the sound of trees getting toppled, or it's not the sound of what sounds like trees getting toppled. It is trees getting toppled. As you glance in that direction, you see a singular tree fall in an off-way direction. This loud crash into the actual forest floor before you hear something else in the bush rumbling, rushing towards you as you see this gigantic creature, this large singular horn protruding out of the front of its head before you see it kind of rear the head backwards slightly, and you see a secondary horn just behind it. This tough, grayish, almost black, leathery skin rushing towards you from the undergrowth, breaking apart the trees and the various different pieces of vegetation as it makes a rush towards all of you, and you see what appears to be a rhino.
It was the rhino.
Oh my god, it's huge.
I need all of you to roll me initiative.
You were saying the horn, so I was like, man, that sounds a little bit like a rhino.
I was expecting a mythical creature.
Well, no, clearly that's a unicorn.
It's exactly
Yeah,
a
true.
unicorn. It's just it's a bicorn actually, you know?
Yeah.
Darcy
Why
with the
is
nat
me-
20.
Why? Why me? Why? How? Why can't I roll
Reinhardt.
this when I
Don't worry about it.
have
Eclipse, I need you to roll me initiative.
Yeah. Do we have a combat tracker? Or-
Yeah.
Mine didn't pop
Sorry.
up if we do.
It doesn't pop out
You have to
automatically
right
anymore.
click.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
you have to right click
I
the
see.
little
Okay.
combat
Yeah.
encounter tab, and it'll pop it out.
Yeah.
No, I mean like it's not even there for me. It just says not started and there's nothing rolled.
You should be
That's
able to
why I was
roll
confused.
initiative though.
Just
Right.
I know,
use
I
the
was just making sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna do that in a second.
Reinhardt Rhino.
Yes,
Reinhardt?
there we are.
Oh.
Wow, that's 1.
Why did
That's super cool.
You know what? Sure, that's fine. That doesn't matter. Boom, Darcy, you begin. Let me pause this music. And the rain is going to be kept on, but the combat for creatures is going to start playing. Boom.
You got a 1 and you still go before me.
Oh really? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Wow, it is dead fucking last. That's crazy. Darcy.
Darcy just
There
very
we go.
quietly pokes his head out of his cart. Sir Axis, can you please make sure that thing doesn't crush the cart or the mules?
Do not fear, Reggie. Hand me my pike.
He hands you a pike.
He's being slow about it. We'll get it on my turn.
Yep, he'll get it to you on his turn.
Give us like 3 half seconds. We'll be good to go.
There we go.
Just a couple
All right,
seconds.
All right. I'm just going to. I'm gonna hit it with a mind sliver.
Ooh, okay.
You do have advantage on your first action.
I do, don't I?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Just like I have disadvantage on first action. But so does the rhino.
This is also true.
If I also rolled a 1.
Oh wait, that's 3 ones.
Oh, so you did.
Well,
Oddly impressive.
In that case, rather than mind sliver, I'm just going to ray of frost.
Okay, go for it. You have advantage
Ooh,
on this
nice.
attack.
Oh, I need to choose a target first. Whoops.
You guys are so lucky, Reggie. Roll that 20. Oh, I'm so sad.
Did it roll the advantage? No, it didn't.
16 to
Did
hit.
not.
That actually misses.
No, it did not. It did not roll advantage.
Oh, it didn't. No, it didn't. You could. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, the second
What?
one was worse.
how did it?
We re-rolled
got-
the entire thing.
Yeah,
It
it
rolled
changed
3
both of
times.
them.
It's fine.
Weird.
But
Yeah, it was,
that
it's
is a
16.
confirmed miss, unfortunately. But yeah, as
What?
soon as you kind of
No,
launch
it's
this,
what Jake? It was a six.
No,
it
the
was,
16,
Yeah,
the 16 was a miss.
misses.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
16 misses.
Done.
Yeah, as you kind of look up towards it, you launch this bolt of ice straight towards it. And though it does make contact with the side of it, it just kind of bounces harmlessly off. Not necessarily due to its kind of anti-magical nature or anything. It just seems like it has a really tough hide.
Due to its anti-magical nature, or
No.
due to an anti-magical?
No,
nature?
no. It's just a really tough hide. There's no anti-magical nature here.
Okay, you worded that like there was one.
No, sorry. There is no anti-magic thing that is present on this rhino. It just has
Yeah.
a really
Okay, well-
tough hide.
Okay, well, Syraxis also has a bardic inspiration.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Zane.
Okay, so I will attempt to thunderwave this thing and try to kind of just stop its momentum.
Okay, go for it. Just on a side note, Thunderwave has a range of, I believe, 10 feet?
15.
You see the movement.
Oh, 15 feet.
That's 30 feet away.
So if you go 20, you'll be able to get him.
Guess that is fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The thunder wave has to originate from you, so I think you need to be one tile closer for it to actually affect.
No,
the
he could still get it from there, because it would be like
Is-
here, right? 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it originates from here.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh,
It
yeah,
originates like directly from him. That
yeah,
makes sense,
like it's the edge of the
No,
tile
it-
that he's on, so he has to be one tile closer for it to hit, or
Oh,
half
yeah,
a tile
yeah.
closer.
I see, yeah.
I think you had 5 feet of movement. Yeah, you're fine. But yeah, as you're standing there, you kind of rush up to it, and what is the save for that?
yeah. On.
It's a con save.
Let's have low con, right?
Yeah, this rhino definitely got low con.
Yeah, I should have mind slivered.
That's a 14. Does that succeed?
Oh wow.
Fuck, what is it? What is my save?
Well, what's your intelligence?
20.
Well, it should
15.
just
It
be in
fails.
It's 5 plus 2 plus 8, so it should be 15. Oh, so it does fail.
fails.
It
Yeah,
takes
no.
the full 7 points of damage.
It's pushed
But-
10 feet away.
As you watch it supposed to get pushed,
Uh-oh.
it doesn't budge even a single inch.
Does it stop
Oh.
running towards us at least?
No.
Or does it? Oh, okay.
It retains all of its momentum.
All right. I am. Which direction is it running towards, Jake?
Specifically, if you must know, it is rushing in. Let's pull out the ruler. Can you guys see my ruler?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, straight like that.
that sounds about right.
Perfect.
I
I know
am
where I need to
gonna-
go.
I take the fucking
Attempt.
card out. I take the fucking wagon out for the first time ever, and a fucking rhino crunches.
Do not fear, young Darcy. Do not fear, young Darcy, for Zane's magic may not have failed it. I certainly will. Hopefully.
The fucking insurance providers are not going to believe this shit.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Sure.
Jake,
You
did
managed to
you
kind of
roll
shuffle
for
out
the
of it.
rhino?
Sorry? Roll
Did
what?
you roll for the rhino to happen, or was this planned?
This was planned. I didn't
Okay.
know you were gonna bring out the card. I'm gonna be honest.
Why wouldn't I bring out the cart? I have 15 movement speed.
I know, but I was just like, oh, maybe he won't bring out the cards.
You know, fighting against this rhino, Robert. We need to put a rhino in our fucking campaign. It needs to happen now.
Yeah,
I didn't know a rhino. I didn't know a rhino was an actual creature in D&D, but now that I know
Oh,
this,
it's
this
not.
changes the game.
It's
Yeah.
not. This is homebrew.
There is an actual rhino character sheet, though.
I think there is, but I didn't use that one.
There I know, but now that I know that there is, this changes everything.
Yeah, there's a reason this one's called the Reinhardt Rhino. I mean, what?
Oh, I know. I know.
Uh,
All I'm saying is, my players on Sunday, thank you, Jake. When I
Oh.
sent a swarm of at least 5 rhinos at them.
What the fuck? Oh, they can't blame me. It's not my fault.
They don't know. Well, none of them knows you.
Okay, perfect. Zane, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Celesto.
I'm just gonna.
No,
try and
Celeste,
also
don't throw
stop
your
it.
life away.
I'm gonna try and cast web.
Eating nothing but PB&J.
You're gonna
Web?
cast web. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe I can stop it now.
Where are you putting
should not
the
be
web?
pushed.
Yeah, I just lost the template.
I think if you press it, you should just. There should be a button called Place Measured Template in the chat.
a 20-foot cube.
Okay, let's see. It's like this. Kind of like Spider-Man, like stopping the rhino, basically.
Hmm.
That's what happened.
Okay. Yeah. As you shoot out this web, you see the majority of it kind of sticks to the ground, but it also sticks a portion of it to the rhino. We'll see how that affects it on its turn.
And to the trees
What?
and stuff like that.
Is it now or is it on its turn? Yeah, it starts its
That's a good
turn.
question.
Yeah, it's each creature that starts its turn on the webs.
Yeah.
Or that enters them during its turn. Okay, yeah.
So it's always its turn.
It's not its turn yet, but it's Celesto's turn currently. Is it the end of your turn?
Yeah, bonus action. I'm just gonna use this.
Defensive field. Okay, yeah. You gain 4
Oh my
points of
God.
temporary hit points.
You're playing down by the river?
I am. Okay. Celeste, that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Reggie! What's Reggie up to?
Reggie.
My goal.
So, as mentioned, seeing that abomination charging this way, I don't assume that we can tell if the web has actually done anything to it,
You
right?
have, as of this current moment, no idea.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna stick to my plan, and if it somehow gets stopped by the web, just know that when this rhino dies, I'm treating Celesto as a hostile. So Reggie is gonna hand me my pike,
Uh-huh.
but then he is going to hop out of the cart.
Uh-huh.
And seeing this, I'll probably just look to him, seeing that this thing is directly charging at us.
Yep.
I'll just be like, and that the fact that I'm calling for the pike, he probably knows what to do. So he'll basically step up here
Mhm.
and just he'll ready an action for if this thing somehow manages to get past me to just attack it.
Okay.
And that will basically be his turn.
Sir Axis, it's your turn now.
To which I'll take the pike,
Mhm.
kind of putting the great sword, kind of attaching it to something on my back or whatever, so it's there. I'll take the pike and kind of hop out, and then quickly rush forward, getting let's see, because you said it's basically running this way, right?
Yep, it is charging straight towards the cart.
Yep. Then I'm going to basically get right here next to Reggie, well, technically in front of Reggie. And I'm going to use the pike. I'm not going to make an attack, but I'm going to do the action that
special
pikes
action?
have.
Yes! Someone using it! Oh, yes!
And I'm gonna run roll the attack here just because it has the built-in, or it has the like description, so hopefully it'll apply.
Yep.
It's gonna make me actually select the attack, so I'll just
Oh,
copy
that's fine.
paste it. But yeah, I'll just do that basically.
Yes,
Kind of
sir.
stand out with the pike kind of out. I'll assume kind of a defensive stance, kind of spreading my weight out, and then just basically seeing how big this thing is. I'll probably aim the pike up, but kind of like lower it ever so slightly, so that if this thing manages to run through the webbing, I'm basically gonna just go ahead and stab at its like neck or chest. And I don't really have anything as a bonus action, so that will be my turn.
Yeah, both Reggie and Syraxis, you guys kind of get out of the cart simultaneously. He hands you the pike. You brace it against the bottom of this kind of tree trunk that you have just in front of you, pointing it straight towards this creature's eyes, towards his neck, and Reggie's right beside you with his weapon drawn, ready to take on
Yeah, I
this
imagine
charge.
he has his shield basically like right along my weak, what would be my weak side in this, and then has his like Morningstar ready to swing forward as well.
It's practiced, it's elegant, it's ready. And that is the end of your turn. It goes to Eclipse.
Yes, it does. So normally I'd rush over there and melee attack it, but now there's a web around it. So I can't do that. I mean, I could. It's just a dexterity saving throw. But I don't want to be caught in the web in the off chance. So I think I am just going to go ahead and move over here and shoot it with my one attack of a bow and arrow.
Go for it.
Because I can't get in range of it. Yeah, fuck it. Bam.
That hits.
That's a pretty good roll. For 8 points of piercing damage.
I hate to be that guy, but don't you have disadvantage?
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Nope, you
yeah,
are completely correct.
Ooh.
Because we had the trio of
so
nat
that's
ones.
a 26.
That's also a 20. Yep. Yep. Because the other one you fucking rolled was a nat 20. Yep.
I guess we could just. Are we gonna keep the 8 damage?
Yeah.
I'll roll it again, but
Now we'll keep it the 8
I mean,
damage.
I would like.
Boom.
Okay.
Too late. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It was just giving me the option. I had to roll the damage regardless.
Yeah,
so
we'll keep it the 8. Yep. But yeah,
cool.
As you kind of rush off to the side, you manage to draw your bow, your arrow, knock onto it, and then you manage to slam it into the side of his hide. And you can hear this sound kind of come out from it the instant it hits it, but it doesn't stop it, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down. Even with the weapon.
I'm trying to slow it down at least. Cool. Yeah, and then I will stow away my bow and next turn take out my warhammer.
Okay, Tharos. Oh wait, sorry, no, Autumn.
I mean, Autumn's fine right now. Autumn's not going to do anything.
Okay.
Actually, you know what Autumn will do?
Oh, okay.
No, you know what? Wait, yeah, no, yes, Autumn will do this because by the end of their turn, it will have gone all the way around. Autumn is going to use their infused strength on my attack to roll an extra d6 of fire damage on this thing.
Okay, sure.
Which is just 2 fire damage, but
okay, adds another 2 fire damage on top of it.
Yeah, and then by the time fucking this pike happens, the reaction will be up, and he'll use it on the pike as well. Hopefully, if it hits.
All right, we'll see. Saros.
I can't do much. I'm going to move here, and I'm just going to cast Toll the Dead on the Rhino.
Okay.
I like it.
I believe that is a wisdom save?
Oops.
Yes.
That's a 9. It fails. Since it is
nope.
not.
You gotta roll a d12.
Yeah, it's a d12.
Oh, okay. D12.
It's a 10.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Boom,
it.
10 points of damage. You could hear and feel its entire strength kind of almost slightly waning and kind of withering as soon as this bell tolls within your mind. But it doesn't look like it's slowing down. Staros, is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Okay, it goes to the rhino's turn. It, given that it has a specific perk, prevents its movement from being stopped in any fashion.
No. Ugh.
Don't worry, he may be the unstoppable force, but I'm the immovable object.
Yeah, it's gonna move through you, or at the very least, it's going to try because it's going to end up and using all of its movement in moving this way.
Well, it does. So as it gets in range, I immediately make an attack on it. Obviously.
Yes, sir, you do. Make an attack.
Which
I'll move it into range for you so you can do the attack because I think it would have
Yeah.
been like here.
It would have been the moment it enters my space is when I
So it
attack.
would have been like
Or not my space, like, yeah, 10 feet. So that's where I would attack. And then if it keeps going, because the pike thing does reduce its movement speed to 0, but I'm willing to make whatever check I need to. But first, let's just roll this here. 17, which I do have Darcy's.
17 does hit.
Oh, then never mind. So
Oh,
it
I should have waited
takes
until you said it. It's fine. But it's
15 damage
points.
plus an additional 2d6 because of the
Mhm.
pike property.
Yes, sir. Roll
It would
me
also take
Um,
an additional D6 of fire as Autumn will use its
Oh,
reaction
okay.
to put an infused strikes on this as well.
Another
And
attack.
that's
And
not
then
it,
another-
all of it either. So it takes 25 from that. So that's just
Uh-huh,
25 from that.
Yes.
26.
26.
Sorry, 26 with him. Yep. I'm also going to use my Mountain Hammer Strike to basically just try my darndest on top of that to slow it down, get it to stop at me. I don't care. But
Okay.
it needs to make a strength
Damn.
save, and it will also then take an additional. I think it's a D.
Do you
I
have
can't remember
two
if it's
attacks?
D8.
D8, right?
Does the pike do 2 attacks, or does it just do the one?
It requires you it requires you to use your reaction to make the attack against the target. With
Okay.
an action, you can set your pike against a charge. You must also pick a direction that you're facing.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack,
and you can
It
yeah,
does not-
and then you could use your reaction to make an attack against the target. If the attack
Yeah,
hits,
but
the target
the
Yeah.
mountain hammer strike does not require a
Yeah,
reaction.
it's just any weapon attack.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were using a different weapon.
I can do it.
That's my bad.
No. It's anytime I do an attack or anything, it
Why the fuck
applies.
did-
Yes, roll me the damage for that.
I see that fucking.
Yeah, I'm trying to
D8,
find it. It's
right?
been a hot second. I think it is a D8.
I
Yeah.
think it's it's
So-
Pretty sure all superiority is D8.
Yeah, for now at least, and
For
it'll
now.
scale up eventually. So it takes an
yeah,
extra
good.
5, so that's
Another
30 damage from that, and it has to make a strength save, assuming
It's-
that it matters.
does not, unfortunately. Because of this.
Yep, and then so yeah, it will basically push past me, but then
Fuck, do
Reggie
we allow
will be
these
able
things
to attack.
exist out here.
You don't, because you don't really have a choice. Most people can't even fight them.
So, question.
Yeah, what's up?
That says that the creature cannot be moved, shifted, or have their direction of movement forcefully changed. Oh, I guess it would be forcefully changed to put it to 0, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Damn shame.
Yeah. So Reggie will then make an attack at it.
Yes, sir. Which
Because it
uh,
enters it.
Fucking
It would obviously be in the
asshole
push
wizard
by me.
made these rhinos.
Wait,
this
doesn't
is
say
actually
anything about 0 movement.
this is
or
a
restrained.
this is not even this is not even a monstrosity. This is just flat out a beast.
I
14
want to
misses.
have words with God here.
You technically could.
Kay does bring up a point. It doesn't say that it can't be restrained.
I didn't say anything about movement speed. But I mean,
Gentlemen,
you did write it. So
Grab its legs.
In this instance, it would
Yeah, no,
be
That'll be
the-
it.
Yeah, the indication or like the what is it? The meaning behind it is that it can't be stopped when it's charging.
It's easy enough to just say that it has immunity to the condition of restraint.
Yeah.
Like that makes
I
sense.
was only asking because Was it technically charging at the start of its turn?
It was.
Okay.
Because it didn't start the charge when it started combat. It started the charge before combat.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
But it moves through both of your spaces. Because it's moving through both of your spaces, it gets to make a gore attack against both of you.
Oof.
Let me double check this. Okay, yeah. Boom. This one is against Monsieur Soraxis. That's a natural one.
Here's where he rolls a 1 on his critical fumble, and he stops himself, the idiot.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a 3.
Close enough.
Which I believe is a negative effect on itself.
Uh,
Or is it? Let me double check.
Quick,
so you
Celestial.
find the attack is the negative attack on someone around you.
Oh, okay.
Negative consequence against someone near where you're aiming.
Syraxis,
There's a tree right to our right.
Roll me a D3.
A D3, oh boy.
Okay. The tree gets in the way of its attack, and it
Let's
plants
go.
one of its horns inside of the actual tree itself before you hear and see something like crack and snap as soon as it pulls its horn out. There's a large chunk missing out of its horn.
Oh.
Free horn, guys.
It will deal 1 dice less in damage for its next attack, which is against Reggie.
Uh-oh.
Did it at least have to stop moving to do this?
25. No, this is a part of its charge. I believe a 25 hits Reggie.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Reggie.
If it didn't hit Reggie, I would be really concerned.
That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage. I need him to give me a
Is that-
strength saving throw.
Is that
Is that
without
a-
or is that with the reduction or no?
Oh, that's without the reduction. So it would be 10 total.
10 total, okay.
Yes.
And then he has to make a lot of strength save.
Yes. Strength save against a DC of 16.
Uh,
Come on, Reggie.
He saves. He does not get knocked prone. And he doesn't take additional damage, which is good. But he does move through the rest, past the two of you, and into Darcy and the mules.
Do I at least get a chance to like dodge out of the way?
You could certainly try. I'll say that because you didn't move at all, you could give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. Oh my god! That's a double nat 20!
Oh, that 20s.
You know what? Yeah, you take 0 damage as this fucker goes through you. But your cart and your mules, they don't get so lucky.
Well, I mean, did he hit the cart or did he hit the mules? Like the mules are significantly are because presumably we were going.
Yeah, but the mules are tied to the cart, and because of the way that it hits the cart, it sends the entire thing fucking flying. And it probably, you know what? Roll me a d20. On a 15 or higher, one of the mules survive. On a 18 or higher, both of them survive. That's a 2.
Oh.
Dead.
With the poor mules.
Unfortunately, from the initial impact alone, the wood gets chipped, a lot of it gets thrown all over the place. You managed to survive unscathed. However, unfortunately, the 2 mules, you can see they are dead at impact. And that is where it stops with its charge. It still
Darcy just looks at this fucking thing. You are the worst thing ever created.
Oh, it's not done its turn yet. I'm sorry.
What the fuck do you mean it's not done its turn yet?
It turns around, it stomps back towards the rest of the crew, all of you, and it uses its what is this called? Earth Shatter. I need everyone in a 15-foot radius to give me a strength saving throw. So I think everyone except for Zane and Celesto, as well as
Oh.
Saros.
Nat
Nat 20!
I'm 20 feet away. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. I'm 15. Never mind. I was doing it from the center. 18.
That's a nat 20 for Thyrexis.
What's the DC? Oh. Yeah, no, why the fuck would I ever get so goddamn lucky?
I'm not even getting it. There's no way. Okay. Yeah, like Autumn. Good for you.
Hey, Autumn saved.
I mean-
Reggie saved.
I mean, Autumn
I
can
roll a-
fly.
Autumn cannot
Firaxis
fly.
saved.
I
Autumn
passed
is
the next,
grounded.
like, that means I passed the next drink save, right?
Yes, sir.
Pepe Pog.
Let's roll damage.
48 and rolled a 10. Thank
That's
God.
pretty
I'll fuck.
freaking low. Yeah.
I will fucking take that. I do not need to be fucking I do not need to be down half my fucking health when I already have 2 fucking levels of exhaustion.
Yep. The rest of you, for some reason, in the back of your mind, you hear "hammer down" as it just stomps on the location. The ground itself almost seems to shatter underneath its weight and heft as the entire ground just begins to crumble and shift. All of you just some of you barely manage to hang on to your footing, but those of you that actually failed are thrown prone and take the damage, while the rest of you take half damage.
Hey, Jake, for a pure hypothetical,
What's up?
if I had,
Don't change that. It's just
how would this thing react if it were suddenly under the fear condition and charging?
It's a good question. I guess we'll see.
I'll keep that in mind for the fucking next time because I don't think it's gonna matter at this fucking point.
Well, you never know. But those of you who fell prone, which I believe is Eclipse and Darcy, you lose all of your movement until the beginning of this guy's next turn.
yeah.
That
Which means I can't do shit.
is, however, the end of his turn. Darcy.
Darcy's gonna fucking look at this thing. I really didn't want to have to cast any bloody magic now, but I'm gonna cast Cause Fear.
Okay. Mortality in one creature. You get Wisdom saving throw, or become frightened of you until the spell
I rolled a
ends.
2.
This is true. And in nowhere does it say that its intelligence matters for this. So yeah, no, it fails. And you can immediately see that the only eye that can
I
currently
simply
see
put
you,
the fear of God into it.
yeah, it basically like locks in on you, and immediately it starts to like almost water as its entire body seems to shake and just seems to rumble. But that's your action. Is there anything else that you can do with your bonus action?
I would like to keep my other 2 things of inspiration.
Okay. Then that is the end of your turn. Zane.
Okay. I will come into melee range and do 2 attacks. I think I have advantage because surrounded, or
No, you would have to go to where Darcy is standing to consider having it with advantage. Yes.
2 hits.
Go for it. 25 hits.
Is that with advantage? Did I roll it with advantage?
Nope.
It's not. How do I?
It should be
It's
control.
shift, right?
No, it's control. Oh, control is disadvantage.
A shift is advantage.
What? Did something change? Nothing should have changed. I haven't updated anything. It should be alt. Oh, it's alt for advantage. Sorry.
I mean, I guess you can use those 3 rolls there
It doesn't
for
matter.
the first attack.
25 hits and a 19 also hits. Is that for the first attack? Because you have Elven
No,
accuracy,
that's
right?
yeah. That's the first attack.
Okay, 25 hits, 6 points of damage.
And then I gotta roll sneak it. No, wait, no, I'll gamble on the second one for sneak attack.
Go for it. $23 hits.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, go for it. For 8 points. Oh, why did it apply bloody to Eclipse and Autumn? Not this again.
Whoa, what happened to
It's gonna
them?
happen, man. It's just gonna happen. I don't know why, but it's gonna happen.
Okay, I gotta redo some stuff, but it's fine. I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. It's fine. I'll fix it for next time. But yeah, no.
Honestly,
Oh, go for it.
it happens. I'm fine with it.
Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, that's I think most of my movement and all my actions.
Okay. Let's see. All right. As you're kind of doing this, you stab into it. And you can see that with your short swords, the first stab and the second stab, they all seem to do this kind of pretty significant amount of damage to it as it just begins to bleed this profusely, almost black ichor-like blood out onto the ground itself. It stomps around and you can see it puffs out air from its nostrils. It does not look happy. And it certainly does not look very healthy anymore either.
By the way, it should be 5 less damage for the second hit.
Oh, why?
Because I don't have
offhand.
Yeah.
+5. Okay, cool. Still bloodied, still not looking great. Zane, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Celesta.
Am I surrounding it like this?
Yes,
Are we
now
surrounding it?
there's 3 people. You are now technically surrounding it.
Alright, I'll just punch it.
Go for it. You have advantage. 18 hits. 9 points of damage. Solid. 18 also hits. 4 points of damage.
Okay. I'm also gonna just run away also a bit.
Okay, sure. Do you have mobile?
Yeah, I do have mobile.
Okay. Yeah. As you kind of run up to it, pop, 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 just these fist strikes into the side of its hide, and though it's hard, you can tell that they're definitely doing some sort of damage on the either internally or just somewhere beneath the surface. But after these hits,
Well, I
you
only
manage to
do
kind of,
internal damage.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then you kind of jump off of it and manage to duck underneath its horn as it swings towards you. But that's the end of your turn, right? Reggie. What's Reggie up to?
Well, he's going to turn around, look at that guy. He's gonna swing at him with the Morning Star.
Go for it.
He does have advantage.
That is not an advantage.
that is not.
You should try that again. You do better than that, Reggie. Come on. Oh, yeah. Roll me damage.
4 damage.
Boom, slaps. He swings his Morning Star. It collides with the side of this creature's head. And though it doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to you, it definitely injures it.
Yep, and then he will, because he only gets the 1 attack, he'll then move over 1, and that'll be it for him.
Okay. Syraxis.
I will also slowly turn, see the cart just gone. Oh yeah, I need to take 10 damage from where he did the little stomp.
I think
I think
you
it's
saved,
5
so
damage,
you take
right?
5, yeah.
Yeah, 5. Me and Reggie both saved, so yeah. There we go. But yeah, so I'll turn around, take a step up, drop the pike on the ground since it's now done moving.
Mhm.
And I will grab the greatsword. Also, because I nat 20'd, Reggie is inspired
This is
by
true.
me.
Reggie's is
Um,
indeed inspired.
Yep. So I will turn around and make a attack at this guy at advantage.
Go for it.
Do I want to Great Weapon Master or to not Great Weapon Master?
Do
This
it.
is the question. I have, you know what? I have Darcy's inspiration and I have Reggie's thing. So fuck it, we ball. Great Weapon Master at this guy.
17. That hits even without the fucking shits.
All right. Let's see.
I mean, if you still want to use it, you get extra damage.
oh, does it do extra damage?
Oh.
Yep.
Sure. What's
Immediately
the
after the
die
creature
roll?
rolls the Bardic Inspiration die to add it to an attack roll against the most thunderously shatters. The target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled.
All right. It's a D8.
I think it's a D6.
Oh.
D6.
That is definitely not a D8.
Alright,
Not yet,
like,
anyway.
So 4 then, as
Another
that burst.
4 damage. Boom.
Let me
Oh,
look
it
at
needs- It does
my.
need to make a con save.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, does it need
Which,
to make a con save to take
Thinking
the
on
damage?
it, not as useful as I was hoping it would be, but you know,
17?
yeah, that definitely makes it.
Oh, so it doesn't take the 4 then.
No,
Sag.
Add 4 back. Boom. But yeah,
All right.
it does
And
definitely injure
then
the fuck out of it.
and then I'll just go ahead and you know what? Fighters be like whack. Fighters at level 5 be like whack whack. I'm an action surge.
Not level
Just-
5 yet, unfortunately, but go for it.
Yep. You know what? But I can be level 5 for this one round. It'll make me happy. And then I will. Yep. I'll go ahead and just do it again the second time. You know what? Fuck it. We ball Great Weapon Master as well for this
why
one.
does the
Whoa.
fucking sound effect for action surge always sound like you just awakened an old god from the deep?
Unfortunately, a 15 misses.
It would miss, but I get that D4 from Reggie.
Oh, let's roll the d4. Let's see if it hits.
Nope.
Oh, Reggie.
That is a 16. Unfortunately, it does not hit, even with him
Oh,
inspiring.
Reggie.
I should have just held on to the. I didn't
know,
realize
I know.
there's a save
I
to it.
didn't-
That was my
I didn't
bad.
think you had a fucking. I forgot that you had action surge, and I forgot that comes back in a short rest. That's my fault.
Well, if I didn't know that there was a con save to that either. If I did, I would have never used it because that's a wee bit silly. But you know what? It
I would
is
not have
what it
advised you to do
is.
it, but I remember reading it to do the con save, and then you'd already rolled it.
He's all good.
So yeah, that
He's all
will-
good.
That will probably. I'm just checking. Oh wait, hold on. Hold the
I'm
fucking
holding-
phone.
I'm holding on. You are a combat master.
I remember.
It's-
I remember. I have this thing. I'll just do precision strike and turn it
Yeah,
into an
I
attack
was-
or a hit, anyways.
I was
There you go.
waiting. I was like, I'm pretty sure this guy's got combat maneuvers. Like, you didn't have to use it, but yeah. Roll me the die.
I mean, it auto hits because
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
at a 6,
I
but
think it doesn't it.
I don't think it
add-
applies.
No,
it doesn't
doesn't
apply
add
damage.
damage.
Add damage.
Okay,
Not for that
how-
one.
You do have to roll the damage for the Zweihander if you'd like. I mean, you don't have
Yes.
to. I mean, you know,
18 again.
fuck. Okay. Yeah. No, that's a solid hit. Yeah, with 2 giant swings, both with a little bit of Reggie's help, a little bit of Darcy's help, and a little bit of your own help. You manage to strike it twice, and both of these strikes are very hefty strikes. So the second one almost seems to like cut straight into its neck, cutting a portion of his actual kind of like skin completely open, as just this black tarish blood begins to spew out of it.
Yeah, I just start swinging down into it multiple times as I just kind of yell out, "I want your horn! It's going above the hearth!"
I'll say the smaller horn is the one that kind of broke slightly. You know what? I'll do that for you. That's the end of your turn, Syraxis?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I have a bonus action, but yeah, no, I'll hold it. I'm only missing a little bit of health.
Monsieur Eclipse, you are currently prone on the ground with 0 movements.
Yes,
We
I
could finish
am.
him off. Finish him.
Yeah. I if I could move Kay, I absolutely would. But I can't. So I guess I'm just gonna take a disadvantaged bow shot from the ground.
Him
It's
holding his
the
warhammer
only
on the
thing I
ground.
can do. It is literally the only thing I can do.
Go for it.
Oh boy. I still bop and control, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, ooh. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's a hit.
Wow. That's impressive.
The other one's a nat 20 on the other fucking side.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, Eclipse. You
Yeah.
want to do this?
Let's fucking go.
Hey,
You know, I'm on the ground, cannot move. I see a perfect opportunity to maybe shoot an arrow deep into where the pike from earlier hit. So I take that opportunity and shoot it through the hole the pike made.
All right. Yeah.
And hit, quite a few veins on the way in, probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. As it kind of like begins to spin around and proceeds to almost begin to take the first step of its trample, its charge to run away from Darcy directly, which would have taken it directly into Syraxis and Reggie's faces. You see, it just turns around in Eclipse. The singular arrow, this shot of your life, you see it. The exact hole that the pike made, a puncture wound within that hide, and you just open fire. The arrow flies straight and through, and honestly, straight through the entirety of the body, coming out the other side. Where Syraxis, you see it exit the large neck wound that you had created for it on the other side of the. It just fucking plops halfway out before this entire creature just kind of like. It just slams into the ground so hard to the point where Reggie, Syraxis, and Zane, I need the three of you to give me a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh. Good luck, Zane. Oh, never mind. Oh, Reggie.
Where Zane and Reggie both fall prone, but Syraxis, you manage to stand tall. However, it is now lying before you, dead. It didn't even deal any damage. It was just really heavy and caused you guys to kind of fall prone. Didn't do anything else. But congratulations. And then right now is
All right, hold up. I take the great sword, I slam it, or I put it into the ground so that it's sitting up straight, and I just kind of look around and I was like, all right, so I look around for a moment. I look to the Saros and just say, did you know there were rhinos out here?
Jake, did I know that there were rhinos out here?
there is all sorts of
Common
magical and non-magical creatures out here. This is one of them that is out here. They're very rare, so you're surprised to see one, but they do exist.
Yeah, I didn't think to say anything because I've only ever seen one or two in my time in here.
Huh. Interesting.
What else might we come across? If this is rare, is there anything worse than this?
Jake.
There is elephants, there is giant birds, there is giant insects. This is essentially a forest where anything and everything is possible, given that it does have a slightly magical nature. It doesn't leak into the Feywild like the Farugan Wilds in the western part of Valyria does, but a lot of the kind of just like separation and allowance for the Sonara Expanse and the Fairglow Forest to kind of do their own thing. Because of that, it's completely untamed, and there is all sorts of animal life, some that could be completely undiscovered within this forest that no one knows about. So, honestly, there's probably things that are worse than this in here.
Well, yeah, I've heard of some elephants, maybe some tigers, a lot of deer, standard forest things.
Now, deer I understood. I got no idea what the fuck the other things are.
An elephant is maybe 3 times the height, 4 times the weight. The horns are coming out of its mouth as opposed to its nose, and the nose is long. Big ears.
You know, I must say, Darcy,
Uh-huh.
I do apologize. I thought we could stop this creature from plowing through your cart, but apparently it did not care.
Clearly not. I shouldn't have been so stingy with my magic.
Well,
I'll,
can you eat
how-
this thing?
you want to find out?
I mean, we technically hunted it.
What time?
So-
What time of day is it? Like, was this pretty early on in the?
This is like just before noon.
We left mid-afternoon, though.
Oh, sorry. This would be mid-afternoon.
Oh, so we've only been out here for like not long.
Yeah. We've been out for
It's
an
near-
hour and
it's
already
probably
ran into a
nearing-
rhino.
Probably nearing evening, I'm pretty sure.
It's like nearing evening. You guys have been out here for at least like 2-3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How?
like
well,
8
yeah, we
PM.
still got like a whole day.
Which leaves a solid day of travel to get to Gamin tomorrow, especially now that we're walking.
How much of the cart is left? Can we fix that at all? I kind of like
no,
walk
I think
around and
that's
just
gone.
look over at it.
To drag it instead of the mules. 'Cause
Yeah, I hate
that-
to tell you, but I think that thing's gone.
You see splinters. One
Oh,
of the
that's a shame.
splinters just happens to look like it's in the shape of a cart. Unfortunately, it's maybe about
And it's
like 3 inches across.
and also embedded into a mule.
Yep.
Well, that's a shame. Do we have bags of holding, by the by? Anyone? I can't recall.
do.
How much space you got in there?
A fair bit, although I'd rather not have a bunch of meat in there.
Well,
Jake,
the meat, I think Reggie and I could store. I more want the horn. Point.
I
The
can
horn?
I can hold on to the horn for you.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm just gonna like kind of walk over to it and be like, "Anyone want to help me with this?"
Yeah, I can help you.
Thank you.
Jake, can I look for the horn that got sheared off when I was charging?
It didn't get sheared off. It was so there's 2 horns on it. The smaller horn embedded itself into like the trunk, and it ripped a portion of it off. So like the top half of that horn is just kind of like exposed. You could try and look for it, but it's basically in like splinters inside of the tree. But yeah, if you wanted to try and grab the horn or anything else useful, give me a survival check. And if Eclipse is proficient, he can assist with advantage.
Would you like it to be the other way around, Andy?
I don't have proficiency, so
Oh, I see. Well, good luck.
I'm just so much
Let's
better.
go.
That's pretty
Jeez.
fucking good. All
He
right.
practically
Does that-
just
hold on,
walks
does-
over and
Does that inspire Reggie? No,
he
it's not for,
practically just
never mind.
walks
I think it's
over and
maximum of
tops
once
it
every
off.
24 hours is what I
Yeah,
said, right?
it's once per day is what it says. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to. I started looking at it and then I remember that it says once per short rest.
Yeah. You have 1 whole intact horn.
How much does it weigh?
It is like 75 pounds.
Jeez.
It is 4 feet long.
I'm kind of like holding it. I kind of like hold on to it, look over it, and just be like,
You know,
yeah, with that.
that was a lot
Put
easier
it
to take
in the
off than I thought it
bag.
was going to be.
Put it in the bag very carefully.
Yes. I'll like slowly put it in, and I'll just be like, so, we can't really. If we could have saved the cart, I would have wanted to bring the entire head, but the horn, I guess, will have to do. But maybe we could turn this into like a very large shield for you, Reggie, like a very big one.
Yeah. Sure. It's really big. It's also really
It is
heavy.
very big. Well, I'd imagine they'd reduce it down in size, and there'd be some excess, and we could probably use that to make something else, I suppose.
Probably make
think
arrows
I
with it,
read
maybe.
I think I read somewhere that these horns are, rhino horns are a bit more, I think, highly condensed hair.
I don't know what any of that means, but I'm going to imagine it's going to make some sick armor.
Not really.
Oh. Well, never mind. Well, you know what? If we can find nothing else, it will be a nice well, I was gonna say a gift for my wife, but she ends up to. She doesn't find trophies of slain foes to be all that exciting. Much to consider.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of meat here, so we can at least take some for the journey, right? Cook it up a little bit, see if it tastes good or not.
I
You
can
know,
try.
I've never cooked rhino myself. Have you, Darcy?
No.
Well, you know what?
It's the first time for everything, right?
If you don't mind, because I've lived out on the open road quite often, dealt with
If
various
someone
gamey
can
meats.
If someone can make a fire, I can.
Oh,
probably-
I could do that. I've lived
Well-
all of my life in the woods, literally, so I can make a fire.
Well, I was gonna say I can, because I too know how to cook. I don't know if we ever mentioned that, but I'm decently familiar with wild game.
Oh,
Well, if
so
you
how
want to
about the
help,
barbecue?
if you want to help me, I won't stop you.
Oh, sure, you can help.
Well,
Luckily,
I
we brought
can
along some
make a
spices
fire.
and whatnot, just for this very scenario. Though I thought it would be more like a wild deer or elk or something, not a kind of like a rhino.
Well, we'll
You
find
see
out
Reg,
now, won't we?
you see Reggie pull out a small pouch. There's just like small glass vials, and each of them is just filled with like different spices.
I mean, if you want, I can see if I can't find one. No, like a
Find what?
regular. Are they regular deer here, or are they like weird, fucked up deer here?
Well, I don't think we need to go kill a deer now. I mean, we have a lot of meat.
I don't think we're gonna use it all.
No, but probably not. But it'll at least probably be good
Probably,
for today.
yeah, definitely. But we should
Probably
probably
tomorrow.
leave, most of this shit here, so nature reclaims it eventually. Other creatures eat it. That whole,
Yes.
Get the fire.
That way we
going,
can
I'll-
go and feed some other predatory beast out there. That way it gets larger and stronger and kills us on the way back.
while
And
they're talking
maybe
about all
not
this,
hunt
Darcy is
us.
chatting about like draining the blood from the meat and all that.
Yeah, sure. You managed to drain the blood
Just
from
very
the-
slow and ploddingly.
Yeah.
Do you do the
Input?
entire body, or do you just do the cuts of meat that you guys are going to eat?
I'm just doing the cuts of meat that we're gonna use.
Okay, then that doesn't take very long. It's like maybe 10 minutes.
I assume we're gonna move a little bit more and then cook it, just so we're not right where this dead thing is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, there's some dead meals too if you guys are also hungry.
No, we can let those things be as they were. We didn't hunt them. The rhino hunted them. We killed the rhino, so we take the rhino.
Are you
Mule
putting
meat
this
is al-
in?
Mule meat is also a lot more gristle than anything.
Oh, well, I wonder how gristle rhino meat would be then.
Well, we're about to find out.
Are you putting this in your bag, Darcy, or are you putting it in the party notes?
What, the horn?
No, like the stuff that Jake put there in chat.
That's not something that Darcy cares about.
Okay.
Yeah, same as us, though. He's not touching the meat.
Well, I know we're not going to be able to carry all the meat, but if you're just taking the horn, I'm going to take the leather at least. Yes, all the 35 pounds of it.
Carry it.
Man,
Yeah, I can. I have 20 strength. I would hope I can.
Too heavy for you. 35 pounds? Impossible.
Wait,
Um,
sorry. You rolled a natural 20, right?
Yeah.
Me? Yeah, on the survival.
That should be 70 pounds of tough leather. No,
Oh.
35, sorry.
Even better.
I can carry that too.
Oh, it's a lot of leather.
That can be made into armor.
Yeah. Someone wants rhino leather armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as you guys kind of shuffle away, oh, no, sorry. Eclipse, you said you could start a fire. Give me a survival check. The DC is 5.
Oh, DC is 5, you say?
Yes.
I don't.
Do you have
Let me know
tinderbox?
if you still want me to roll. I am an Outlander.
Oh, then never mind.
What's that do?
Like I know it doesn't have anything to do specifically with like fires, but assumedly that would kind of just be something that I could do.
Yeah, I still want you to roll because it'd be funny.
Oh, you bitch! You're such a
For
bitch.
one.
I know it's gonna be because it's such a low DC. Yeah. See, look at the fucking. There's almost a
You
1.
rolled a 2. No, honestly, it takes you a little bit, but you get the fire started. It's like 5-6 minutes of you guys just kind of sitting around in a
Well,
circle.
see, the fun thing is that the way I get the fire started is just I light my fist on fire and just punch the fucking shit that the little thing I just made.
Right, never mind. It's like
Yeah,
okay.
I literally have fire fist. Like,
Yeah, I forgot. Oh my god. The wood is unfortunately a little wet, and it takes you a few punches before it lights. Boom, there you go.
That's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, eventually a small fire is started. You guys are far away enough that you can still see the rhino corpse, but not close enough that it would stop anything from approaching it. Eventually, not even like an hour later, you see a bunch of various different types of animals just kind of like begin devouring the rest of the meat and kind of the corpse. Give me a D100 Celesto.
Oh boy.
See what comes up.
Okay.
Oh.
At one point,
Another rhino.
Yeah.
No, fortunately, they are not carnivores, or are they? No. After a little while, you see that the animals all kind of start scattering, and what appears is a rather large and kind of terrifying looking hippogriff.
Oh.
Oh.
And it just starts fucking tearing into the rhino. It glances in your direction, but does not seem interested in your group.
It's content with its rhino.
Yeah.
Let's
I just
still
look at
draw a
everybody.
picture.
I just look at everybody, and that's why we leave things behind.
Yeah.
Before it just grabs the actual corpse itself, and it like drags it with it. And it is strong enough that it drags like the half-eaten corpse along with it.
Oh, good gods.
And again, that is why we leave things behind. So that they attack them and not us.
That's also why there's very large ballista mounted on the walls of Ardalon.
Imagine if we had to fight that thing after the rhino.
We'd win.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's not manifest anything.
Should I roll a
Other than-
cook check?
Other than hopefully tasty rhino steaks.
Yes, roll me a wisdom check. If you have proficiency
Are
in cook's
you-
tools, you add proficiency with it.
I do. Are you helping Darcy?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do so with
Well,
advantage.
yeah, no, I'm helping you because otherwise I would be rolling at regular if you were helping me.
Yeah.
Not
Yep.
bad.
Honestly, it's pretty good. The steaks that you make is seared perfectly.
And now technically you would
Yeah.
you'd be rolling at advantage because I'm also proficient.
No, it's
Well,
because
no,
he's
but he's
exhausted.
advantage.
Except I have exhaustion.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
But yeah, the steaks that you make are seared to perfection, to whatever it is that your preference might be, so long as it's not well done.
Yep, basically like he Thraxis, he kind of makes a little bit of a pit. He kind of sets everything up. It probably takes him a couple hours to like fully cook it, but he does like a bit of a roast. He has like various spices that he's packed, and for a moment he kind of is like flipping through his little booklet to like find some old recipes that might to find anything that's like as close to whatever the hell this is. But he utilizes some of the spices, and he ends up finishing it off with basically a final fear, but he uses like his like fire breath. Not to like the full degree of like an actual fire breath, but basically my firebolt cantrip that I reflavored. And he'll basically do a final sear on it with that. He'll probably cook it for everyone to like whatever degree or like whatever temperature they prefer, but his is going to be rare.
Presumably, my assistance in all of this is enough to give it the extra 1d8 if people want to use hit die.
Yes. That is if you guys are going to rest here tonight.
I'd like to, so I have a chance to be walking at pace with everyone.
To be fair, it's already like 8, 9 p.m., so you guys can rest if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Sure.
All right.
It's at that time,
You have to roll for my
setting up
weakness.
camps.
Oh, you have to roll for your weakness too.
I think so.
I'll
Yes.
go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use
How do I break concentration just off the fucking sheet? Stop it!
I'm gonna go ahead and use Jesus.
Stop it! There. Fuck.
You should just be able to.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my 4
It
key
didn't give me the
points
option.
to regain HP.
Sure, go for it.
I
I
failed my
will.
weakness.
I'll just prompt you guys for a short rest.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So with Darcy's thing, it's just a D8, right? Add on top.
Yes, for a D8 if you spend a hit dice.
Oh, if you spend it. Huh. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I can just second win.
I will spend
Beforehand.
1 hit dice to get that D8 as well.
Guess what I've got?
Is it
A
another
third level of
exhaustion?
I'm sorry. That was...
That's pretty good timing. That's what Darcy
Yeah.
sees in his dream. I mean, that shit would keep me up too. I don't know.
Oh my god.
You guys should
I'm
write that you also drink
almost
water.
max.
You should also say that you drink water, because there is plenty
Oh.
of water around.
Oh,
My
What
thing
the
is
heck?
gone.
Because Celesta, you just suffered a level of exhaustion. Because
that's stupid because I sucked at water skin too.
Just remember that whenever you do that, it does deduct gold, so you have to refund the gold.
Yeah, can you turn that off? Why does it deduct us gold when we say we?
I think it's just because it's automated.
I think it's automated.
That's weird.
I have to adjust some of the automation settings. It's fine, but I'll do that next time.
Like
Sorry.
fast food too.
My apologies. That's a lot of gold it deducts. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's a lot of fucking gold.
It's
Like
10 gold for food,
15
5 gold for
gold.
water.
Keep in mind, like 15 gold is like what a commoner would make in like a month.
Honestly.
It gets kind of wild.
I think it's because rations is like 10 gold, right?
No, they're like silver pieces. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it is just silver, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
what?
it's one
Yeah,
silver
gold
each.
each. Oh,
And like
That is
rations are meant to like
so-
each ration's meant to make it through a day. So like that's wild.
Jake, rations are 5 silver each, actually.
Oh, okay. My bad. Mhm.
Yeah, I
Rest from
don't know where all the money goes, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay, let me do this. Units of water, units of food, access to external cost of food. I'm going to change it to 0.
What is it at?
Cost of half food is also 0. It's a 10 gold.
Damn.
Oh, I could just remove the cost. Okay,
Beautiful.
and then you guys can do the cost of that manually yourselves. Like if you
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
guys are
Also,
having food,
after-
levels of
covered or
fucking
something.
exhaustion give me. I think it's disadvantage on saving throws.
Saving throws.
Yep.
Yep. After I cook that, by the way, I'm just going to like take a relatively small piece, mostly because I don't want to waste it, and I'm just gonna set it in front of Celesto, just stare at him.
And like
And he'll
essentially
eat
in front of
it.
you, Celesto, is a perfectly seared cube of rhino meat.
Disadvantage on attack rolls as well.
Ooh,
I think
that's
he'll
rough.
eat it because he's more of a child, as in like he'll just eat stuff.
How long does
In
it
front
take
of
to
him?
eat that?
Wait, Celesto, did you regain a spell slot?
Yeah, with my
With
Arcane
Wizard
Recovery.
With
creature.
the wizard thing? Oh, right.
yeah.
Is that once per short rest? Oh, have you
That's
not
once-
used the spell yet? Or
I
have
think
you
it's
just now
once
decided
per
to use it?
long rest.
I'm pretty sure it's once per long rest.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
you
once
can do
per
it as
long
a short
rest?
rest.
So if
once
you've
per
used
long
it
rest.
already, you don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've used it yet or not, but
Hey Jake, out of
I've used
curiosity,
it.
ah,
for my weakness, do I still roll my saving throws at disadvantage?
yes.
Okay, it's going to be fucking impossible for me to lose exhaustion then.
Oh wait, sorry. Your saving throws specifically for your weakness itself.
Specifically for my weakness.
Okay. You would roll those at normal. However, every other save you
Okay.
would still roll at disadvantage.
I'm fine with that.
Hey, Celeste, how
don't
long does
wanna
it take you?
I've been failing these rolls at normal.
Yeah, that's real
Celeste,
I do
So-
not want to be rolling them at disadvantage for this entire time.
Isn't the
How long
DC
does it take
just
you to eat that piece of
15?
meat?
15 minutes.
Cool. Before the 15 minutes, probably around, I'm going to be honest, probably around like 2 minutes, Autumn goes over and probably takes it.
Yeah, it takes like one bite before that gets taken.
Well,
Autumn
no.
comes in.
Syraxis gave you a small piece. It's literally a tiny cube. That's like
How big
maybe
is it?
it's like Syraxis. How big is it?
It would probably be like, again, it's I don't know how big these like slabs of meat are, but I would imagine like for
Gigantic.
him just to see. Yeah, I would imagine like
literally
for
probably took it
Celesto, it would be like 5, maybe 6 ounces.
Well, that's a huge piece. That'd take a while.
Oh, that's a pretty big piece, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's a
no.
pretty big piece.
Okay. So I was gonna be like, I thought you'd give him like an inch by inch by inch kind of.
No,
cube.
no. he would have gave him like a decent amount where like if he actually ate it, you know, or if he didn't eat it rather, it wouldn't be that big of a waste. But also you have to keep in mind it's kind of to his scale because Thraxus probably
Yeah.
has like some 30 or 40 ounce piece that he's eating during this time.
That's what Syraxis is eating currently.
Honestly.
Yeah.
All I can
Yeah,
see,
basically.
all that happens is that Autumn sees that Celeste has probably taken like 2 bites in like 3 minutes, and so she just kind of like immediately goes over there and just starts eating it.
Okay, we'll share it.
Entirely fair.
Because Autumn's like, oh, wait, if he's not gonna eat it, I'll eat it.
In addition, Darcy also would have like cooked up potatoes as well. Like just whole roast, just like whole baked potatoes.
Very nice. Just directly underneath the roast, so it soaks up the juices. Oh,
Precisely.
oh my god!
A little butter, a little bit of powdered garlic.
We're just
Ooh,
gonna start playing Monster Hunter here.
bro.
Every animal we fucking kill,
Oh,
we're just gonna eat
so
after
true.
it.
This monster hunter.
Turn him into armor and weapons. Take what's left.
Oh, we are.
I'm going to be sitting in the back not doing anything because I'm useless. Because I haven't slept a decent night's sleep since I met any of you fuckers.
That is
Oof.
so unfortunate.
True.
That's rough, bud.
Do not worry, Darcy.
By the
Tomorrow,
way,
if you're
out
not
of
feeling any better, I will
curiosity,
carry
who
you.
the fuck is in which tent?
Sorry.
That's a good
Who the fuck
question.
is in which tent? Because those things are like 2 to a person.
2 persons, yeah.
How many tents do
He
you guys
also has
bring?
his own tent. Okay,
Well-
the thing is, our wagon was broken, so I feel
Yeah.
like we lost a bunch of tents. But Celestial had the bag of holding, so I think he carried some in his bag of holding and some just left on the cart.
So I imagine we have like 3, maybe 4 tents left.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I've
when
got
from,
one
like,
on me that I just did not have on the card. I just had it on me.
Yeah.
Reggie has his own tent as well, and I'm pretty sure Syraxis also has his own tent.
Yeah, I was about to say I was
Syraxis,
checking.
it just needs a 2-person tent.
Yep.
Yeah,
for himself.
Syraxis is the 2-person tent.
Reggie is happy to share with someone else if someone else requires.
I'll share
Okay.
with Reggie.
Darcy was planning on sleeping in the wagon.
Yeah. I'll say like Celeste bought like 6 tents.
Good.
And then he
Shit,
had
they're like
but then,
15
like,
pounds
half of-
each. Oh my god.
like
Oh wait, you have a
20
bag.
3 of them
pounds
were on the
each?
cart.
Yeah, he has a bag holding.
Like 3 got destroyed. A bunch of food got destroyed. And like bedrolls and stuff like that also got destroyed. But he has like a couple. Say he has like 3 of each.
Sure.
You could share.
We'll say that with the extras that Celesto has bought, that you guys have enough tents to go around. But question: are you guys going to take watch, or are you just going to go?
Yes.
Okay.
With that shit like that lurking around, yeah, we might want to do that.
I'd also just like to state, I set up my own tent from home. That obviously I needed because I fucking walked here.
Yep. This guy's got
I
like
set up my own tent.
he has like a muted white and green tent that kind of stands out really easily.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
one pair of gloves.
Okay, so literally everybody has their own tent if Celeste still has 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The only ones bunking are Reggie and Saros.
Mhm. As it gets later into the night, who's taking first watch?
I can take first.
Okay. Eclipse.
I'll also say it's earlier, like throughout the night, you could probably just see Saros like he probably would be off to the side a bit, trying to avoid too much noise. He's just like head in his hands. Kind of looks like he's got a headache. He's kind of avoiding people.
Yeah. As the evening kind of drags on, eventually most of you retire to your tents. Saros, with his kind of terrible headache, eventually goes to lie down, right? Or do you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Get my
Then-
4 hours in.
Yeah. Then give me a perception check, Monsieur Eclipse.
Indeed. I put on my fancy little glasses and go for my watch.
Mhm.
Bam.
With the
I guess Autumn roll as well.
Sure.
Because they would be with me.
Mhm.
She would be with me. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, Autumn is tired. She doesn't feel very good. She's literally just like asleep around your neck the entire watch. As you're just kind of sitting there, glancing out into this pouring rain above, and just trying to look and scour out any signs of potential enemies, you manage to find. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm curious. Just honestly, a curiosity question.
Mhm.
It's cold out. It's raining. Does it look like it might snow at all?
As you look up, give me a survival check.
I don't know this place.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to tell, but from just like a general sense from the temperature and everything else around you, you think that it's probably a little too warm to snow.
Damn.
But, you never know, maybe.
It'd be great if it did.
Yeah. As time kind of passes, your 2 hours pass with nary a peep from anything except for these nighttime birds. And every once in a while you hear an insect and such, but nothing that disturbs the rest of you or your companions. Who wakes up for their second rest, for the second watch?
Celeste would wake up if someone else is waking up because he doesn't want to be alone.
It doesn't sound like anyone's volunteering.
I'll wake
do
up
it next
Celesto.
watch after I get 4 hours.
I'll wake up Celesto.
Okay.
Oh,
Give it a lesson.
Celeste wakes up Zane.
What the fuck, man? I'm trying to sleep. I don't
Oh,
volunteer for this.
Oh, it's time for watch. It's just 2 per person, just in case. You,
Fine. Just because I don't trust you.
Damn.
All right, give me a perception check, one from each of you. If you don't have dark vision, remember it is at disadvantage. Do you have dark vision, Zane? Oh wait, you're a half elf.
Yeah. Yes.
It would only be me or Andy,
Yeah.
but I've
21
got
and
goggles.
16. Yeah. The evening passes by with relative quiet, but as the two of you are kind of just sitting there waiting, you can see that the darkness of the forest begins to ever so slightly begin to change. As the evening drags on later and later into it, the sun completely sets, and you can see it's just darkness encroaching from the all of your surroundings until eventually it almost begins to look like the rain starts to glow. And it does, strangely. The little puddles that are forming around you begin to glow ever so slightly with this blue tinge. The plants all around you begin to just almost come to life as you watch as this bioluminescent show begins to take over. The trunks of the trees have these various different thin lines of blue and purples that kind of crawl up all the way to the sides and above. While the leaves of the plants that are currently just swaying and swishing in the actual wind and the rain, they all begin to glow this vibrant, almost orange and green. While you see various different plants that you hadn't spotted previously as you're wandering around, or even just your campsite, just begin to bloom in this dark, sunless sky. Some of them taking the rain in stride, some of them almost absorbing it, and some of them just kind of not particularly happy, it seems, with this amount of rain. But it's a beautiful, almost magical sight that begins to unfold in front of you. And a little bit thanks to this light, Zane, you spot what appears to be a snake. Just not a particularly large one, but something in the ranges of 4, almost 5 feet long that is slowly approaching your camp.
Can I tell if it's venomous?
At this distance, it's going to be very difficult, but you can give me a perception check with disadvantage. Unfortunately, you're not able to tell what type of snake it is.
Okay, if can I just launch a thunderbolt, or sorry, a firebolt
It's like
in front of it to kind of scare scare it away?
Yeah, sure. Roll me an intimidation with your intelligence.
So I just intro.
An intimidation check with your are you proficient in intimidation?
Yes.
Then you get your intelligence bonus plus your +2 proficiency. So just roll an intelligence check and then add a +2 to it. Oh, okay.
24.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. Your firebolt lands directly in front of it, and it almost instantly senses this kind of heat signature and this rising temperature, and it just turns around and immediately just scoots away. While Celesto, you definitely saw that as you're just very nearby. You just saw him launch a bolt of fire at the ground.
Oh, what is it? Is it time to fight?
It's calm down. It's just a snake. I scared it off.
Okay, good. You scared off the man-eating snake. Oh, bad.
I don't think it was that big, but
Oh, good job. We defeated it. We're safe.
yes. Do I know if like this bioluminescent stuff is like just a natural part of the environment, or if there's like something more?
Give me a nature check.
It is called Fairglow Forest.
It is called Fairglow Forest. 1 and 2, you are fairly certain that due to this kind of like almost magical and untamed influence that the Fairglow Forest has, as stated previously in regards to some of the animals, that too affects a lot of the plants and the kind of life that just begins to live in this area. A lot of it seems to take on this bioluminescence. Though for what evolutionary purpose, you're not entirely sure. But damn, is it fucking beautiful to look at.
This is quite the sight, don't you think so, Celeste?
Yes. It's a bit quite beautiful. It's a bit scary. Can't believe
It's
we have to stand out watch like this every single day out here.
do you not find this beautiful?
Yeah. Also, there's that part there that's kind of dark. Is that creature there?
There is no creatures. I think it might be best for you to just go to sleep if you can't. If you
No,
can't focus.
I'm an adventurer. I'm here to keep out watch, so we're all safe.
Right. Well, I will let you know if there are any monsters. But for now, let's just calm down and enjoy some of the scenery for a bit.
Okay. Okay.
And the rest of your watch goes by peacefully, quietly, and without incidents. But yeah. Who are you two waking up for the third watch?
Maybe Thraxis and Reggie's turn.
Well, I mean, Saros was already getting up.
Yeah. I only need 4 hours.
You do see Saros kind of crawling out of Reggie's tent, rubbing their eyes.
Oh, looks like it's the Drow's turn.
Whoa. Whoa, do I hear that?
We're finally getting
Whoa.
Do you say that loud enough to be heard?
No, I say that to Celeste though. Just get ready to go back to bed.
Oh, yeah. She is a drow. He is a drow.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, because I'm responding to him talking to me.
Yeah, well, Saros, you do hear the second part of that conversation, not the first part.
I am a drow. Yes. Something about it?
Zane just ignores everything and just goes back to his tent.
You usually just look at him and he closes his tent behind him.
Okay.
Okay, just keep watch. There was a man-eating snake here earlier, but it was scared off. It'll be fine.
A man-eating snake.
Yeah.
How big was the man-eating snake?
Oh, well, if only you could see it.
Uh-huh.
Well, good night. Celeste goes off into his tent.
Okay.
No one is ever gonna believe Celeste, though.
Saros, give
At
me a
some point,
fist.
Celeste was actually going to become involved in something like monumental.
Oh my god, guys!
But
This,
he'll be completely alone, and nobody is going to fucking believe him.
Someone got murdered
Okay,
in
this
front
is-
of me. I went and I discovered who did it, and I got them arrested and everything. Sure, you did, buddy.
Okay, this is Celestos'
Sure.
first time in the dark forest keeping watch. He's scared.
Every other time he's been asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. I think I'm guidance. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Oh, no.
You
Guidance the dead rider.
Guidance the rhino. Oh,
Right.
God.
Wait.
Comes back to life
Hold on.
with the guidance
Right
of
up
God.
Hold on.
Oh my
The
god.
Return of the King.
He resurrected it.
Okay, there. I don't think that really matters, but what is it?
It doesn't really matter.
A
It gives you a
D4.
D4.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
And then roll
well,
me a perception check.
that's cool because
Hey.
so that would be 18, but I have a headache, so it's a 17.
oh,
Okay. Yeah, but
that's funny.
as you're kind of nursing your headache, you stay awake and just glance through this beautiful forest, through the sights that you at this point have gotten a little bit more used to. Bioluminescence is relatively common down in the Underdark, but a show like this up on the surface is incredible. It's beautiful, but seems to you a little bit pointless, but regardless, beautiful. Throughout your watch, the time passes by, and it seems to be, for the most part, quiet. Nothing happens, and no one seems to stir. Who do you wait
I mean,
for?
I'm over here having fucking nightmares. So.
Oh. You do hear tumbling and turning from within Darcy's tent.
I'll go check it out. Make sure he's okay.
Do you open his tent?
Yeah, I think I'd call out his name first. Quiet enough that hopefully don't wake anyone else.
Would that stir Darcy awake? It probably wouldn't.
Probably not.
Yeah. He would be a
Then I
little
would-
bit too deep in his nightmares.
I would probably try to wake him by I don't know, shake him awake.
Yeah, as you kind of pull open the flap of his tent, you can see that Darcy is currently in the midst of his entire kind of tent. He is sweating profusely. You can see that his brow is furrowed, his eyes are closed, and he's currently got his hands like almost held up in front of him, where the arms themselves are stiff and rigid, but the fingers and the kind of hand itself is almost like loose, kind of like they were being puppeted, almost. But at that brief moment, you can see one of his arms kind of like jerk and shift off to the side before he just like continues sweating, and you could hear him whispering underneath his breath, no, just quiet, repeated no's.
Yeah, I'll shake him awake and just say, Darcy, wake up.
Eventually, Darcy, you do wake up.
I imagine he wakes up with a start and the knife next to him is grabbed.
Yep.
There's no need for that. I'm not gonna kill you.
Sorry.
You were. It must have been one of your bad dreams you were talking about. But you were
Yeah.
not a restful sleep. Are you alright?
No, I'm afraid I haven't been all right for some time. Darcy, noticing the shirt, like, this is not going to be comfortable to sleep in. He removes the shirt, and Reggie saw the scars before. Like, the only one that had seen the scars was Reggie. Well, they'd seen like the ones on the arm,
Yeah, I think Reggie saw something of that.
but those scars that looked like he was wrapped up in sharp wire is a lattice work across his entire torso and other arm. And if it wasn't noticed before, you can notice a much thicker scar
Sorry,
Oh.
did he cut
Yeah,
out?
you cut out.
I think so.
Roberto!
Oh no.
Roberto! No!
How much thicker
nice.
scar wear? Oh,
Robert,
On it. Oh,
we lost
fuck.
you for a
The
little bit.
loons are
God
trying
damn
to
it.
silence him.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We had basically lost you the instant you said something like a thicker scar.
a bigger scar somewhere else.
Yeah.
A
but we
thicker
didn't get the
scar around his neck.
Are your dreams related to those?
Yeah.
You don't have to talk about it, but I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Whatever it was. Looks painful.
Yeah. It was not good. But I had people who helped me get through it. I can only try and be strong for them.
Glad to hear that. I'm sure you're doing them proud. I can let
I
you
like to think so.
I can let you back to sleep if you like. I just wanted to make sure everything was all right.
Thank you. And again, sorry about the knife.
I understand. It's not the first time. And I'll just point to the scars in my face. Nod and
At
hopefully-
least yours make you look, well, dashing.
oh. I wouldn't have agreed. But thank you.
It's all a matter of perspective, I guess.
Well, then you can get back to sleep for a few more hours. You definitely need it.
I agree.
And I will go back out.
Okay. And the rest of your watch goes by, for the most part, uneventful. Who do you wake for the last watch?
I'll just stay up.
That is also entirely fair. Would you like to wake anybody else up, or are you just going to take the second portion of it as well?
I can just take it.
Give me another perception check. You can guidance yourself again if you want.
I will do that.
And then you just roll a d4, and then.
Oh, okay. It's a straight roll, I guess.
All right, I gotta get going, guys. Sorry.
No worries. I was actually just gonna end it here, but yeah. The rest of your watch goes by uneventfully. You all wake up in the morning to daybreak, to not much else. It is a bright and beautiful day, but it is still, however, heavily raining. And that is where we will end our session tonight.
oh boy.